and that's about as far as I got.
Mhm.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. All right. Might not actually fill. I was pretty quiet about today's run just because well, I forgot to post it until like last night, and I noticed we had a lot of like new folks that showed up yesterday, so I didn't want to like advertise in PF like I have been in the last couple of weeks. So got 42 out of 48 right now. Post this. Yeah, sometimes I guess folks are under the impression that like they can never get in to this session. So that's objectively not true. just gotta try. All right. Well, let's give it until 45. I'm pretty sure I'm no. I'm reasonably sure. Let me say like 85% confidence that we'll fill like well before 45, but if we're undermanned, like technically undermanned, like 47 out of 48, we'll just go ahead and start prepping by starting at 45. So, and then if we fill before that, then we'll start prepping as soon as we fill. For those of you sitting in full parties, though, go ahead and talk out whatever you need to talk out. One healer parties does need a pseudo healer. One tank parties does need a pseudo tank. Make sure it's a non-unique role, right? So if there's only one caster, they are not also a pseudo healer. Okay. Uh, if you have like two casters, then one of them can do it. So, and that doesn't just go for casters. That goes for all the different like Viz range or melee. Okay, as long as you have more than one, then the one of them can pull weight as pseudo something. All right. So have that discussion now. If any of you were on last night's run, this is not the same rules as last night. Okay, this is like standard. Like we're going in to get as far as we can. Hopefully clear. Clear is not guaranteed, but we're setting ourselves up for like safety and redundancy. So we want at least one healer and at least one tank in all parties. If Echo fills up with just DPS, then we'll shift. I'll shift people around to make sure you have at least one healer and one tank. So like I'll guarantee that. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a cup of coffee. For those of you coming to Vegas next week, that is next week, right? Yeah. Okay. Apparently, the heat dome is supposed to be a little bit away from us starting next week, so we might be a little bit cooler. So maybe under 110. Here's hoping. Yeah, Foxtrot Black Mage is the Flare Star individual typically. So gonna give it to Bacon Mage. All right. For those of you who are just joining, make sure you're self mute unless you're like going to address the raid. All right. even with push to talk on, still self mute. All right, because like I'm hearing some side noise, so make sure you guys turn that on. Make sure. Excuse me. Make sure that you guys update your nicknames in Discord to meet the requirements to participate. Don't make me guess every time like who you are and what character you're playing. Like I don't want to do that because I'm already doing quite a bit as a host. So make sure you update your nicknames as mentioned in the requirements to participate. Okay, that's also kind of a check that you've actually read the requirements. So make sure you guys do that. Okay, don't. You know what? I should turn this off. I don't want to get DMs in Discord right now. If you have a question, ask your question in Alliance chat so that everyone can learn from it. But the question I just got, I'm in a group with a red mage. Would it be okay to bring FOP and excellence? Follow what is in the requirements to participate. If you know what you need to do, then you can deviate from it as long as you bring the utility that you're expected to bring. Okay. I don't know what job you are, but if you're like a healer, then don't like not bring Spellforge in exchange for like a damage action or something like that. Excuse me. Okay, so there you are. All right. Yeah, just make sure you bring whatever you're supposed to bring. Okay, talk it out with your teammates. If you're going to deviate from the plan, then make sure whatever you're supposed to cover is going to be covered.
Just so I make sure I'm doing it correctly, if I'm the Cure 4 caster for my alliance, then I can't also be the pseudo healer. Is that correct?
If you're the only caster, so you're in Charlie Party. So in Charlie Party, I see 3 casters. So one of you is going to be for sure like the Cure 4 person. Just talk it out amongst yourselves. I don't need to micromanage that. But at least one of you should be providing it. The other 2 can be vulnerable to being picked for pseudo tank and pseudo healer, not both. We don't want you to double hat. In that party, also I'm seeing 2 fizz range, so one of those folks can be picked for pseudos. You have a single melee, and they are focused on doing their own melee thing, which maybe it's just damage, right? But that's if there's only one melee, then they're just doing the melee thing. So if that makes sense. So
Yeah, thank you.
So talk it out with your party and figure out who's going to provide backup, not backup, who's going to be running a pseudo tank and pseudo healer. I don't need to know who it is, just as long as it gets done. Okay. Still got 5 minutes. I know we're waiting on one more slot. But those of you who are sitting in full parties, so that's it, like all parties except for Foxtrot, make sure you guys talk out like whatever you need to talk out, okay? Just decide who's going to be primary Aether Shield. Not really a requirement. If both tanks want to run Aether Shield during TA and Queen, that's fine. Especially in the case like if it's 2 new tanks and neither of you are confident in living through the whole thing, then both of you equip Aether Shield. That's okay. The thing that causes like such low damage that we wipe is that people are dead. Okay, it's not so much that like a minor optimization or missing like a font of power window like for one person. Like that's not going to kill the raid. The thing that kills the raid is like not enough mitigation and failing mechanics. Okay, so just whatever changes that you guys are going to do, whatever strats, intra party things that you're going to do, make sure you talk it out with your teammates and that you have an answer for mechanics. All right. TA and the Queen specifically need a lot of mitigation through either Aether Shield or some kind of like Stone Skin 2, like a couple pulses, not just one pulse, but like a couple casts of Stone Skin 2, because the bleed is quite heavy. So Yeah, I don't want to micromanage that too much. Just as long as you guys are meeting the minimum requirements, then whatever else you guys want to do, just do it. And then if it turns out that we don't have enough tools for mechanics, then we'll find out. We'll find out when we're sitting in front of the appropriate fight and like no one has dispel or something. General question. Let me see. If you don't have a pure essence, negative. That is a hard pass. Make sure you have 10 pure essences in the cache. So that popping one or popping multiple during a specific session shouldn't be that much of a factor. So make sure you have 10. We're not going to burn through all. I don't like I don't want to even say 5. Make sure you have 10. Because the essence that pure essence, or excuse me, the fragments that pure essence comes from is worth 1 cluster. They're 1 cluster each, and it's pretty easy to farm clusters in Bozja. So it doesn't even take that long. Like 15 minutes of cluster farming will probably get you enough clusters to buy enough fragments to get 10 pure essences. So in my mind, there's no reason not to have a pure essence in here. And if we wipe at slime and golems, like it's possible because people are learning, then that's just the cost of prog. Okay, everyone's paying it. All right. Still got a few minutes. Man, no one wants to join Foxtrot. What are we missing? A healer. All right. Yeah, but we'll make do. We'll shift people around. Probably Foxtrot might just be short stack.
I'm okay solo healing for my party F, but I'd love to have the LB, honestly.
You know, sometimes we don't have enough crutches to go around, right? We are underfunded, sir. Nah, some DPS though can be responsible gamblers. If you know what I'm talking about, then go ahead and do it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then don't worry about it. But anyone who wants to pack a responsible gambler kit, that is a dice, a gambler essence, and a second pure essence, okay? Is welcome to do that. Doom gaming. Yeah, there's a chance of getting Doom. That's what gambling's all about. It's not very big though, especially with pure essence on, or pure essence of the gambler specifically. Like I've been doing that as a DPS quite a bit lately. All right, it's 45, so let's start prepping up in earnest, and then we're gonna go in regardless of whether we get a 48th person or not. Okay, let's get some volunteers for sweeps 2 and 3. So these individuals will be bringing perception, 1 each. Sweep 2 will be sweeping for traps before TA. After Phantom, Sweep 3 will be sweeping for traps after Phantom. You would like to duel? Yes. We'll put you in because I know you didn't get your chance yesterday. Okay. So Shiosakal is going to prog the duel today. So just make sure you bring the tools you need to succeed there, okay? Sweeps. Should we make the slot open for any job? Yeah, might as well. I'll open it up to healer or DPS. I should open it up enough. Because we don't need like we don't need a third tank. Oh wait, healer, not. Whoops. Yeah. Oh, let me also take this out. Since we're technically opening up the slot. Okay. So it's opened up now. So if there's like a DPS out there who wants to join, or actually, hold on. Foxtrot could also use a tank. My bad. I'm just like auto braining this. Okay, so anyone can join that Foxtrot slot. And it's not even unique job anymore. All right, so where was I? Okay, sweeps 2 and 3. Let's get 2 volunteers. Can you use solo tank for all echo? Yeah, I mean that's fine. I don't see a problem with that. Actually, if you're asking if you don't need a pseudo tank, I'm still going to insist that your team select a pseudo tank, because it's like if you go down, then your team has no answer for mitigation checks, right? So I at least designate one other person so you have some kind of answer to help out with via Stoneskin 2. Yeah. But as far as being like a single pure tank, yeah, that's fine. And then same thing for your healer. Just make sure you guys have a second, like a pseudo heal to assist. They're not like backup healers. They're like second healers. All right. Let's get volunteers. Okay. Let's get volunteers for sweep 2 and 3. You know what? I'm just gonna pick folks because I've been asking for this for a little bit. Arielis Leah, you're gonna be sweep 2, and Evelyn Blackwing. Or actually, hold on. If you're not already, if Evelyn Blackwing is not already tasked with something, then you're gonna be sweep 3. Oh, you can bring a percept. Okay, never mind. So we'll have you do sweep 2. So Cheryl Cetus. I guess I didn't see that if you said it earlier. I'm sorry. And then Evelyn Blackwing, you're going to bring a perception, and you'll be sweeping for traps. I'll tell you when to do it. So if this is your first time doing it, then don't worry too much. All right. I see an alrighty, so I take that to mean that you understand. Okay, Bacon Mage is going to be running Flare Star. Just give a wave, let everyone know that you're going to be doing that. Rens 1 and 2. So 2 melee DPS. Please volunteer. You're going to be applying Lost Rend Armor to all enraging bosses. There's the wave for Flare Star. Very good. Arielis Leah, just go back to whatever you're supposed to be doing. All right. Sorry, was there a question? Also, Bez, Cleo, Harvey, make sure you update your nickname to meet requirements to participate. All right, let's get 2 melee volunteers for Rens 1 and 2. I see Rend, then yes, you can. Okay. I'll just put you down as Rend 1 then, since you volunteered. I didn't see like a second volunteer yet. Okay. Let's get a second volunteer for Ren. You don't have to be like particularly like an expert at it. Take this as a opportunity to practice if you've never done it before. Okay. I'm not looking for experts. I'm just looking for people to bring it in and try to do it. All right. That shouldn't be a very high bar. All right. I'm just gonna pick someone then. You'll Ren 2? Okay. Dragonflight. Drakthir. You corrected me on pronunciation. Am I pronouncing that wrong still? Now it's right? Okay. Emphasis on the second syllable, right? Okay. Okay. I'm going to pick some team leads. So what I normally do here is I pick names of people whose names I don't remember, or whose names I don't like recognize right off the bat. If you happen to be brand spanking new and you get selected as team lead, do not panic. Okay. What I am asking team leads to do is run ready checks and kind of check if you're gonna be running ready checks. What else? I feel like I'm forgetting stuff today. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You're just gonna be aware of your teammates. You're gonna run ready checks when we're inside because I can't ready check the whole raid. Uh, this is essentially like field trip leader. Okay, if you ever went on a field trip in grade school and you got picked by your teacher to lead like 2 3 other students, okay, this is essentially what that is, right? You're not going to be you're not going to be providing call outs. You don't have to provide like any expert DRS knowledge. Okay, is it better to drop your, what is it, I think drop banner. I think that's the prevailing wisdom. I'm not sure. An expert melee, please please feel free to answer that question. I would suggest dropping banner, but that's up to you. All right. All right. Okay. So I'm picking team leads. That's right. All right. So with that said, if you get picked and you're brand spanking new, like, don't worry. I'm not setting you up to fail. Okay. I want to see floor tank is going to be leading Foxtrot. Okay. And as I designate folks, just make sure you wave or something in Alliance chat. Let me know that you hear and you're going to be, or actually, hold on. Okay, I forgot if floor tank. I don't know if they got their headset fixed. All right, Echo Team. Let's have Saitu Karasu. If I'm mispronouncing someone's name, just please try to correct me. Okay, I see the wave. Thank you. Okay, Delta Team. I would like to see. Let's go with Joji. Okay, Charlie Team will be led by I feel like I have a lot of names to pick here. Zapire Tia. All right. Okay, Bravo Team will be led by Aurora Sarai. And Alpha Team will be led by, I want to say Clea Harvey, but they're offline. But they're here in Discord, so I'm assuming you hear. Just when you get back, when you get reconnected to the game, just give a wave. Okay. Similar to that, Golem side is going to be led by, let's see, I'm just gonna pick someone. But this is gonna be the same thing, okay? Golem side, I'm only asking for what do you call it? Like, for kind of assistance with prepping up the Golem side folks, is there's gonna be a point early on where we split up into 2 different like sides. Okay, this is like the initial trash encounter. Golem side is gonna be kind of in their own voice channel. I'm gonna designate a leader. Feel free to delegate stuff like explanations and whatever. Okay, if I select you and you're not like an expert, please rely on your teammates. Okay, there's 24 of you going down to Golem side. Okay, between the 24 of you, just figure out what your game plan is, talk it out. So as a leader, just make sure that process happens. And then when you guys are done, make sure no one's confused as to what they need to do. If someone is saying like, I still need help, make sure that they get addressed. Okay, that doesn't require expert level knowledge. And then after that, just call for a ready check from the 3 teams that are with you down there, and then just shout golems ready whenever you're done with that. It's very likely that you're going to get ready before Slime Side does, because I take quite a bit of time to explain all the things that need to be explained. Okay, so if that happens, just stay ready and and just like just remind your teammates to like not get disconnected by being AFK too long. Who's this in voice chat that doesn't have their nickname set? F. Okay, I don't know who you are, but make sure if you're in voice chat, make sure your nickname meets the requirements to participate. Okay, that includes the prefix, right? Otherwise, I don't know like what team you are and what role you are, and that'll be critical at specific moments in DRS. So like Rourke Weiss, make sure you update. Astrid Vinland, make sure you update your name. Like I don't want to keep guessing. I don't want our teammates to like keep guessing who you are and what your role is. Okay, it just makes things slow. All right, that's it. I'm gonna pick. Let's go with Henley Yukina. It's gonna be our golem side lead for today. So again, I'm not asking you to micromanage your teammates. Just between yourself and your 23 other teammates over there, just figure out what your game plan is. And I see Cleo Harvey did the wave. Henley Yukino did the wave. All right, cool. Yeah, it's okay to be nervous. Okay? I don't think any of you guys are nervous, but it's okay to be nervous. Like as a leader, right? Rely on your teammates. All right. That said, let me disable this real quick. Fusion Mage, that's who it is. Fusion Mage, make sure you update your nickname. Okay. I think you have a character in here that's also called Fusion Mage, but again, don't make us keep guessing, okay? All right. Gonna ready check here. If you're not actually ready, make sure you click no. Healers, hopefully you had your Steel Sting Spellforge. Oh, not hopefully. Make sure that you have your Steel Sting Spellforge conversation. If that hasn't happened, make sure you click no on this and then have that conversation, okay? In party chat. Doesn't have to, don't do it in alliance chat because you're gonna be like crossing communication wires. Make sure you have that chat in party chat. Okay. Yeah, make sure you're following the naming convention. Okay, I'm harping on this because that is telling me that you probably, if you're not matching that, you probably did not read the requirements to participate. Okay, so make sure that your name meets the requirements to participate. Okay, you're also communicating that you're going to follow instructions. So if you don't do that, then that's already kind of like you're setting a like a what do you call it, like a precedent for yourself. All right. If you don't know what the requirements are, then like it's at the requirements to participate channel at the very top of the Discord list. Okay, make sure you guys follow that. Yeah. And Vinat, also make sure you update your nickname as well. CCC is like I don't know what that is. All right. It's 10 o'clock. So for folks who aren't following directions, I'm just gonna remove them. All right, so let's start removing folks. Yeah, it's pretty important. All right, this is important because like if you're not gonna follow directions, then like I don't know what other things you're not gonna do. Okay, so I'm just gonna bench folks, and if you decide to show up next time, and like make sure you just follow directions. Okay. So like I don't even know what team Astrid is, but we're just gonna next time. Okay.
I'm just changing. I'm looking for.
Disconnect. Okay, but not also not following directions. Yeah, I'm pretty serious about this. So if you need more time, then say so. Okay. So we're gonna kick. And again, this is not like a ban. Okay, just show up next week when you feel like you're ready. All right. Disconnect. All right. Who else? Okay, Fusion Mage, where are you? And then I'll open this up to rejoiners. There you are. Okay. Just figure out what you need to do to follow instructions and then just show up next time, okay? No harm, no foul. All right, I'm going to open this back up. Okay. All right, now we're open. Yeah, man, like I'm sitting here for like 15 minutes trying to tell people to update nicknames. Like that's not, I don't want to do that. So, like if that's to me that's like you're communicating that you're just going to do whatever you want to do. Okay? No host wants to deal with that, and as like the main host on this Discord, like I don't want to set the precedent for being like, okay, like if if people don't want to follow instructions, then, just let them stay. Like no. No.
No, you're fine. You didn't do anything wrong.
Like I feel guilty. Like I don't want to do that, right? It's just like, people are here to be part of like an organized run, you know. And there are plenty of other discords out there, so if folks have a problem with the way I do things, then that's okay, right? I will love you all the same as fellow players of this game. All right. Okay. I'm gonna ping for reinforcement here. Actually, I shouldn't ping everyone for that. Yeah. Also, I've also been kind of wary lately. Like, we have some instance of like run sellers showing up, and like the big tell for run sellers is that they are uncommunicative and like are unwilling to follow instructions. So, like in the last couple of runs, like I've noticed, like we've got like one or two of those folks coming in. So I'm trying to like tighten the screws a little bit here. So just like I don't think anyone wants to deal with that. So just apologies. Just say we'll take a few more moments here. If we don't fill, let's say like 10 10, since we just had to update the requirement the roster. Yeah. There's some folks who are like selling a run for 250. All right. So at 10-10, if we don't fill, just I'll shift folks around. Well, specifically, I'll have a DPS and a healer switch into Charlie. So we're not gonna send you in with like no healing support. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not I'm not accusing the folks that just got removed of being run sellers, by the way. So that's I just want to be clear, okay? It's like sometimes people show up and like they're just like they just need more time, right? They just need more time to like understand where the directions are and like what they need to do. So, that's okay, right? They're not ready for today's run, they can be ready for next week, right? They got time. Okay, we'll give it like 3 more minutes. I'm watching a clock. Yeah, like oh man, like I hate doing this too, right? Like I'm pretty particular about like enforcing rules, just because like when I was in the military, right? Like in training, they gave me like the students gave me a nickname that I did not like, right? But I was doing a job, right? They called me Little Hitler. So like I don't know, like maybe I'm not like super tactful about certain things, but you know, like I've got a job to do, right? Like here, I've got a job to kind of be responsible for, you know, directing you guys so that we, you know, we make effective use of our time when we're inside. Okay, so just to allow folks to kind of like partially follow instructions and like not have tools when we go in, like I don't want to put you guys through that if I can help it. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying. It's just all right. Anyway, uh, I'll drop it. I shouldn't be kind of rehashing that. Yeah, it's just having to do that just ratchets up the stress on my end. Like it's been a long time since I've had to remove folks. It's just getting a little out of hand this morning for some reason. But like I said, the folks that got removed from party just got removed from today. Like they can still show up next Sunday or next Saturday, and you know it'll be all good. I'm not gonna hold people's like sins against them for the most part. Like I have a few people who are banned from my runs, but that's like weeks upon weeks upon weeks of not following instructions, and finally I just had it. Oh, while we're here, I forgot to go through slime golems. I think we're gonna have enough. Yeah, we'll have enough people for slime and golem side execution without having to like shift people around. I'm still gonna give Charlie a healer, so you know I haven't forgotten about that. If we don't get one, Minotaur, no flex, and then Queen Strab, we're just gonna uh let's see, Gunbreaker Paladin. Let's content respect because we only have 3 pure invulns, and might as well just I mean like we only need 3, but I kind of want to practice doing it the normal way just to get that knowledge out there. Okay, 10. I'm gonna ask for Wendy Wenticles. Once you switch with Evelyn Blackwing. So go ahead and depart party Wendy Wenticles and Evelyn Blackwing, and then switch parties, just so we can provide healing support to Charlie. Yeah, Wendy to Charlie, Evelyn Blackwing to Bravo. I'll hold this so that, or actually, I'm gonna make sure that the next 2 people who join are you two. Yeah, thank you. All right, hold on. Let me unlock those slots. Okay. Go ahead and rejoin. The next 2 names I should see is Evelyn and Wendy Wenticles. There you go. And then Evelyn and Bravo. All right, thank you. Okay, update nicknames is necessary. Make sure you guys, if you were responsible for anything in your former party, make sure you redo your plan, okay? So like Bravo, make sure you select a pseudo heal and then hash out, communicate who's going to be doing Steel Sting Spellforge. And then Charlie team similarly, make sure your Steel Sting Spellforge is covered. Charlie team, since you're short stack, if you want to do like without like a pseudo heal, pseudo tank, just because like you don't have like the luxury of a full team, that's fine. Just make sure that you have an answer for mitigation and Steel Sting Spellforge, and then like reflect and dispel. All right, some DPS and Charlie team might be pulling a little bit more utility than usual. But make sure that make sure you have that discussion because like those mechanics need an answer, whether we talk about it or not. So make sure you guys talk about that. Okay, we'll ready check in a few moments here. I'm actually gonna borrow 2 DPS from Delta. Don't change parties, okay? But when we go in, you're just gonna temporarily join Slime side to provide like fire support. Oh, Diplopanda just joined, or Diplopoda, nice. Well, I guess we're gonna get one DPS. So if no one joins in the next couple of minutes, Viola Harpsichord, I'm gonna ask you to temporarily don't join Charlie, but when we go down, you're gonna join the Slime side and you're going to take the left portal instead of the right portal. You got that? Can you acknowledge in Alliance chat? Just want to make sure that you heard. Okay, thank you. All right. No, if you guys talked out having a pseudo heal since you're solo healing, make sure you select a pseudo healer and that DPS, that non-unique DPS. Like I'm imagining it's one of the fizz range. It looks like you have 3 fizz range. So among those 3, one of them will be bringing the pseudo healer kit. Right? They're still doing DPS stuff, but they're providing like Cure 4 support. So Cure 4 and whatever like Steel Sting Spellforge, doing reflect mechanics, doing dispel mechanics. Like there's a whole holster for that in the requirements to participate. Okay, so I'll make sure you select someone to provide that backup for you. Okay. Something I said last night for those of you who are here, but I'm just gonna kind of repeat it because we got new people, right? This is like it's a team effort, okay? No single person here should be putting on like multiple hats to take on like all the utility. Like, don't do that, right? You got 47 people here, so everyone's gonna be doing something that's like a little bit out of their comfort zone, all right? If you feel like you're doing too much, then like that's no good. Because like if you die, then we're out all those things that you took responsibility for. So we don't want people to be like solo tank, solo healer, you know, none of that. If we can help it. Sometimes we can't. Okay. I'm gonna do a ready check. If you're still hashing out stuff in your party, just hit no on this, okay? Preparation, like even more so than usual, like more so than other Savage fights, like preparation for DRS is its own mechanic, right? Including like talking out like your game plan before we go in. So if there's something that if you're not ready, then just make sure you click no. All right. So Amaranth Moon, can't see the whole name. Amaranth, I'm assuming that's Moonweaver in Delta. Yeah, okay. Like the rest of your names. Just let us know when you're ready, and then also Kieran Hart, let us know when you're ready, and then we'll go in. Okay, if you were like hitting a dummy, that might have been it. Okay, Kieran. Yeah. Yeah, whatever time that we spend out here getting ready, that's like time that we don't have to burn inside the instance, also getting ready. So this might be a drag, but preparation, like I said, is its own mechanic. So just make sure that you guys are ready to go. You have a good game plan, right? The groundwork is already laid, right? Via the requirements to participate. So if you're here for like the first time doing DRS, then just as long as you follow that, you're minimally prepared. Not guaranteeing success, but I'm guaranteeing that we'll go in and we'll learn something. Maybe we clear, maybe we get killed at TA. Maybe we, have a oopsie at Queensguard. Who knows, right? That's part of the magic of DR Savage. Any prog specifically DR Savage. All right, good to go. All right, I'm gonna take us out of PF, and we're gonna go in right now. Okay, there we go. Click commence. If you are alt tabbed out, please alt tab back in. Click commence. We're attempting to enter the instance right now. Once again, if you're alt tabbed out, please alt tab back in. Click commence. We are attempting to enter the instance. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get in here because like RL happens, like who knows, right? Cat emergency, or pet emergency rather. Kids start screaming, like I have no idea. All right, we're gonna R check again. Yeah, it's just kind of bear with it. This is kind of just what happens when you're trying to coordinate the activities of a maximum of 48 people. Yeah, and then sometimes people just get up because they thought we weren't ready yet. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and go in. Go ahead and click commence. If you're alt tabbed out, please alt tab back in. And hit commence. Let's get the show on the road. All right, thank you very much. All right, welcome to DR Savage. When the gates go up, do not jump on the glowing jump pads up ahead. Make sure you pop your pure, your re-razor. Every time we go in here, we're going to be popping pure and re-razor, by the way. So don't try to like hold it for until after we clear slimes and golems. Don't do that because if you do that, you're going to have like a, how big is the hole? I want to say like 16 weight.
It's 8 weight.
It's 8 for one re-razor, but also the pure. Like sometimes people will hold a re-razor and a pure until after slimes and golems. I think it's like 16. Oh, it's more. It's like 20. Yeah, you're gonna have a 20 weight hole in your pocket with nothing. So that said, pop all your stuff now. Pop your first 2 damage actions. Fortunately, you generally don't have to use damage actions for slimes and golems. Oh, slime side folks who were here last night and are doing slimes again, we're not going to be doing hallway strat. So just kind of, you don't have to bring burst or rampage because that's not going to be required. So go ahead and load up whatever you're going to use for TS, or actually just follow the requirements to participate. Whatever's there is just stick with that. And then as a reminder, Viola Harpsichord is going to be joining us on slime side temporarily as like a free DPS. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. Thank you for doing that in party chat. Healers and pseudo healers, make sure you confirm to each other in party chat that you are indeed bringing, like you have in your pocket right now, the Steel Sting or Spellforge. Okay. It's easy to forget or whatever. Like usually that's not part of your loadout macro, right? Especially if like you have like Steel Sting in there in your macro, or not in your macro, your loadout, and you're actually responsible for Spellforge, right? That's a frequent thing. Okay, so confirm to each other in party chat that you are indeed bringing the thing that you are bringing by clicking on your Lost Finds holster button and then using your Mark 1 eyeball to actually look at that list, okay? Don't assume that you have everything unless you actually look at it. Let's also get shouts from sweeps 2 and 3, so that Cheryl Cetus and Evelyn Blackwing just confirm that you have perception in your pocket ready to go. Just call out like sweep 2 confirm, sweep 3 confirm or something. All right, so that's sweep 2. Okay, sweep 3 confirm. Thank you very much. Show Seagal, just make sure that you have your dual kit, and you're going to be sweep 1, implicit sweep 1. You're going to be sweeping for traps after TS. Okay, after TS. If you want to use it to help out with slime or golem, I don't know what team you're in, but if you want to help out with slimes or golems, then well, I'll say golems specifically. Like I don't use perception on the slime side. You can do that if you want. Okay. Buddy check each other. Make sure everyone's got a pure and razor ready to go. All right. Additionally, just mouse over the reminiscence buffs. Make sure that people are bringing sane things. All right. If someone's loadout or if someone's initial actions that are pop looks strange, like if you see a tank with like lost flare or something, maybe they forgot to update their actions. Okay, just gently remind them. All right, they're not trying to troll, or at least the assumption is that they're not trying to troll. Okay, so just kind of approach making corrections with that mindset, like they're not trying to, give you a hard time or anything. Yes, wiggle check. Okay, so keep in mind, folks, this instance does have like an anti-AFK measure. So if you don't move your character or don't say anything in chat for more than 10 minutes, you're just gonna get booted straight out. Okay, and we can't pop out and pick you back up because then we have to do this resource expenditure all over again. So just make sure you maintain responsibility for moving your own character. Like sometimes I run a wiggle check macro, but don't count on that. Okay, and don't count on the audible like reminder to move your character. Just maintain responsibility for staying mobile in here. Okay, last call for cash, last call for appraiser. Team leads, go ahead and run a ready check, your first ready check, and report when ready. So all team leads, go ahead and do a /R check. And then just call out and yell chat like Alpha ready, Bravo ready, Charlie ready, etc. Like I know I'm in Alpha team, but I'm going to defer to Alpha team lead Clea Harvey for ready checks and stuff like that. Just because you might, they're DCing. Well, I guess we're not ready. That's why that's why I wasn't going out. All right, Bravo ready, Charlie ready, Delta ready, Echo ready, Foxtrot standing by for Foxtrot, and Alpha is not ready because our team lead got DC'd. All right, Foxtrot, stand by for Alpha. We're waiting for Clea to come back. And I am baking in here. I say as I take a sip of hot coffee. I wouldn't be surprised if like the DCs were temperature related, like some neighborhood like router that serves like a as a neighborhood hub is just like baking, just because temperatures are so high. And like shout out to like all of us out here in the Southwest. Fall can't come soon enough. That's a shame too, because normally one would like to enjoy the summer. Uh-oh. Kuya just disappeared from voice chat. $85. Where's that? The Arctic Circle? I heard the Arctic, like Norway hit like a high of 80 something, like the inside the Arctic Circle. South Carolina. Oh, that's nice. Where's Myrtle Beach? Is that North Carolina or South Carolina? Both technically. Okay, my bad. I just had a coworker who's from the Myrtle Beach area, or an old coworker rather, who's from the Myrtle Beach area. I've been there once for like a work trip. Seems like a fun place. All right, Queer's back. Queer, whenever you're ready, just hit ready check and then yep, I see you back. All right, Cleo, when you're fully connected to the game, just run a ready check. In the tank. Was that like a water heater? Oh, okay. Yo, I hope he doesn't get disconnected again. If he disconnects again, we're just gonna proceed onward and have another, and we'll just deal with the lack of person here. You're fine? Okay. All right, all teams, go ahead and run another ready check because sometimes people like get up to go to the bathroom or whatever. Go ahead and run a ready check and report when ready. All right, Bravo ready. Cleo, make sure you run a ready check since you're a team lead. Charlie ready. There you go. Delta ready. Stand by for Alpha, Echo, and Foxtrot. Foxtrot ready. Stand by for Alpha and Echo. I'm not going to call it out for Alpha just because you might see something that I don't, so I'm going to defer to you as a team lead. Echo is ready. Stand by for Alpha. You good? Is something wrong with our team, or are we all ready? Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the call of Alpha ready, just because, like I said, you might see something that I don't, so I don't want to just call it. All right, there you go. Alpha is ready. Okay, I'm gonna expect that every time. All right, so just keep that in mind. Okay, all teams are ready. On the call of jump, Delta, Echo, and Foxtrot, we're gonna take are going to take the right portal, the east portal, except for Viola Harpsichord, who is standing right in front of me. Yep, there you are. Okay, cool. And then Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie, we're gonna take the left jump pad, the west circle, and we're gonna go down to slimes. Okay. Last call for Cash. Last call for Appraiser. Cash is clear. Appraiser is clear. Jump, jump, jump. Delta, Echo, and Foxtrot teams, go ahead and hop on down the Golem Gulag Gang voice chat. It's the next chat channel in Discord. And Henley Yukina will be leading you guys, okay? See you on the other side. Now talking to Slime side only. Slime side only. We are not going to pass. Please don't advance past the alpha markers, safety protocol that we're observing, so we don't get any accidental right clicks on the door. Go ahead and form up into light parties north and south of your respective team marker. Alpha to Alpha, Bravo to Bravo, Charlie Charlie, and Viola. You're gonna join a temporary member of Charlie. Yep, you're already there. I see you. Okay. If you don't know where to stand on the marker, and I'll sort you out myself. All right, Ruark, you're come over to Alpha because you're part of Alpha team. Yeah. And yep, there you go. South position. All right, Killers. Yep, there you go. Good. All right, Charlie team. Phil, why don't you join? Just join North, Charlie. Your other North. There you go. And then Logan, Makaraka, South Charlie. Yep, there you go. And Uome, just make sure you stick with your team South Alpha, please, just so like I don't forget that you're already standing down there. Let's have Corbin Karasu join North Alpha. Hiber Ren to South Alpha. South Alpha, not Bravo, Alpha. Yep. Let's have Evelyn Blackwing to North Charlie. Oh, we got 2 tanks. Nice. And then Arielis Leah to South Charlie. All right. Kokoro Yuki North Bravo. Cheryl Cetus South Bravo. Moss Cobble North Bravo. And yeah, that looks good. Okay. Check. Make sure that the folks are arranged as such, okay? North and south of Bravo, there should be 2 souls. Does not matter what your job is. It shouldn't be, actually, it shouldn't be like 2 tanks or 2 healers standing together. North and south of Alpha, north and south of Charlie, there should be the following: 1 tank, 1 healer, 3 DPS. Does not matter. You're not going to be in the same team. But just make sure that those folks are standing with you, okay? Well, I mean, make sure you stay south of Alpha. Don't move around like that too much because it gets confusing. All right. If there's like 2 tanks or 2 healers or something standing together, then just make sure you let me know, okay?
Hey, Knuckles,
'cause
sorry
that
to interrupt. There's no tank North Charlie.
Oh. Okay. Viola Harpscore, why don't you switch with Cheryl Cetus? Yeah. South Viola Harpscore to South Bravo. There you go. And then Cheryl Cetus to North Charlie. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Is it corrected?
Yeah, looks good now.
Okay. North Charlie healer. Make sure you focus target Cheryl Cetus, since you're not in the. I'm assuming you're not in the same party. And then I think the tank healer pair south of Charlie should be in the same team, right? Okay. All right. Now that we got that out of the way, welcome. I'm gonna drag Floor Tank down to Golem Gulag Gang voice. Okay. Welcome to Slime Side. I am looking for a picture here to copy and paste. All right. So take a look at voice. Raid text chat in Discord. All right. I pasted 2 pictures that are going to help me describe what we're going to do here. Okay. So overall objective of this slime side is to gather up viscous clots in the hallway, pulling them one at a time. Our healers will be pulling them one at a time. Healers who are assigned to rooms specifically. So I think there's a healer in the hallway. This is not for you, okay? Healers assigned to rooms. You will be pulling viscous clots from the hallway one at a time to your individual rooms that you're assigned to, okay? You're gonna be pulling it into those corners, into the corner of your room where it's like healer stands here, in reference to the second picture that I have it in a position during slime clear. Actually, I'm going a little too in depth in this right now. But the overall like flow of things here is the healers will be pulling one at a time into their assigned rooms, which I'll go into in a moment. Tanks, you're going to be pulling off your healers and baiting those viscous clots that they bring into your room dead center on your circular pad in your room, okay? And then DPS will be tagging and killing sanguine clots. You're going to be tagging them as soon as they show up and then pulling them out to your extreme outer corners of your room, okay? That's the rough flow of things. We're going to be doing that to grow viscous clots, green slimes on the pads. They're going to go up to +4. And then at +4, we're going to stop merging them. Healers, you're going to bring one more into your assigned room, and then each corner tank is going to call out your room. +4 healer holding 1, okay? Or shorthand is going to be your room for +1. So for me being assigned to the northwest room, I'm going to say northwest for +1 if I wasn't already using voice, okay? But being in voice, I'll just say it. But I'm going to expect that kind of call from each of the 4 rooms. So see, Rourke Weiss, I think I've seen you do this already. Let's see, North Charlie. Cheryl Cetus, I think you've done this. And then South Charlie used Black Star. You've seen this many times as a healer, and I think you've done it like once or twice as a tank. So if you guys have any questions on what you need to do, make sure you ask. The first thing that we're going to do, though, as tanks, this is for tanks specifically, we're going to sweep all possible trap spots, okay? I will sweep the hallway and the northwest room. All right, so please do not race me into getting to place. I'm going to explode exactly one trap in the hallway, and then I'm going to possibly explode another trap in the northwest room. So who's the healer with me here? Cleo Harvey. All right, so you might have observed that I'm a Dark Knight. I've got an elixir in my pocket, okay? So if you don't get to healing me, I'm just going to pop that, and the point is that you shouldn't really have to worry about my health, okay? If you don't get to me, then I'll just pop it. That's not a big deal. Okay, so if you are not a tank, don't race your tanks into your rooms, okay? The thing you want to be kind of keeping in mind here is like slow is smooth and smooth is fast, okay? This is not a race. All right, don't try to beat your tank into your room and then blow up a trap and get exploded, okay? That's going to be your fault. So give us like a half a second lead time to do what we need to do, okay? Once you've seen your tanks get like halfway into your assigned positions, just start making your way to wherever you're assigned, okay? So for those of you standing north of Alpha with me, Knuckle Free, we are going to the northwest room, okay? That's the second door on the left. Individual standing south of Alpha with Rourke Weiss, you are all assigned to the southwest room. That is the first door on the left. Individual standing north of Charlie, you are with Cheryl Cetus. You're all assigned to the northeast room. That is the second door on the right. And individual standing south of Charlie, you are with, where's your tank? Black Star, okay? You're assigned to the southeast room. That is the first door on the right. Please do not get lost, okay? 2 individuals standing north of Bravo, you're just going to hang out at the north end of the hallway right at the door. And 2 individuals south of Bravo, you are hanging out at the south end of the hallway. When I open the door, you're already going to be in place, so just stay there, okay? All right. If anyone has any questions as to where, like, which area of this barracks that you're assigned to, make sure you speak up, okay? All right. So take a look at the second picture that I put in raid text chat. That is the positions during slime clear, okay? DPS, once it's safe to go into your room, okay, again, like wait for your tank to get like halfway ahead of you so you don't get blown up by a possible trap. Make your way to your extreme outer corner. So DPS, there should be like a DPS stands here square. For the colorblind, it is the like extreme outer corner of your room. So like for example, individuals assigned to northwest room, my room. So like for example, like Corvin Karasu, right? You are a DPS standing north of Alpha. You're a DPS, right? Yeah, okay. You and your 2 other DPS teammates will take the northwest corner of the northwest room, okay? That's how that works. Let me pick another person. Where's Evelyn Blackwing? All right. So Evelyn Blackwing, for another example, you and your 2 DPS partners, since you're assigned to the northeast room, you're going to take position in the northeast corner of the northeast room, okay? Do all DPS understand what they need to do? Well, don't actually answer yes, but like if you're confused about something, then make sure you ask your question. That's what I'm getting at. Okay. So yeah, DPS, that's your area, right? So make sure you understand where that is. Healers, your areas are going to be extreme north or south, depending on which end. Like if you're assigned to one of the north rooms, then you're gonna take position in the north corner close to the hallway, okay? If you're assigned to one of the south rooms, you're gonna be taking position at the south corner close to the hallway, okay? That's gonna be the healer stands here square, is green, but I know there's some folks who are colorblind, so hopefully I gave a good description of which corner you stand in. Healers, make particularly sure that you stay in that corner unless you're actively pulling something from the hallway, okay? And I'll go a little bit more into what you're doing. But as far as positioning goes, make sure you kind of almost religiously stick to that positioning. The reason being is that if you're standing literally anywhere else, you run an increased chance of pulling extra stuff, and like we don't want you to do that. Okay, so that corner is just kind of like by process of elimination. So if you're standing on like the inside corner, then you're definitely going to pull something like extra from the hallway because they aggro through walls. Okay, so just don't set yourself up for failure and make sure you're in the correct position. All right. Tanks are taking position on the circular paths, but you guys, like I've seen you guys here, so you know, I think you guys know what to do. All right, healers. So as I mentioned earlier, you are pulling one at a time from the hallway. There's going to be viscous clots that drop in the middle of the hallway. Okay, they're going to be dropping in waves of 3. There are 4 of you. Okay, I mentioned that because sometimes healers will like try to fight for aggro. Do not fight for aggro. Okay, pick a viscous clot, give it a single cast of your glare, your malefic, your broil, or your dosis. Okay, don't dot it. What we want to avoid is having 2 healers dot the same viscous clot, and then each overlapping dot tick will cause the viscous clot to like keep changing its target in the hallway, and then after 5 seconds, it's not going to know where to go, and it's just going to absorb all the viscous clots in the hallway. So to avoid that, the instructions are for healers: just give it a single glare, and then if there happens to be a conflict, that's okay. Wait for that viscous clot to leave the hallway, either with you or with the other healer who tagged it, and then pick another one to pull. Okay. Pull that into your corner. Wait for your tank to pull it off of you. Don't try to like walk it over to your tank. If they're not actively pulling it off of you, that's okay. They're probably dealing with something. Okay. So just don't rush it. Okay. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Keep yourself healed. Keep your tank healed, especially if you're in different parties. Like I mentioned earlier, I think North, Charlie, you're in 2 different parties. So make sure healer, you focus target tank. I think you've done that already. But yeah, just kind of be aware of your tank's HP. Keep them topped off. Okay, don't wait for them to get low, because as the viscous clot that they are holding on the pad grows, it's going to auto attack for like bigger and bigger amounts. Okay. So when it starts getting +3, +4, tanks are going to be rolling through their mitigation, but it's still going to hit pretty hard. So just keep us topped off so we don't get nervous, okay? Tanks, keep in mind we don't have full threat management in the hallway, so do not self-heal, okay? No clemency, no equilibrium, no TBN even, no aurora, okay? That will likely pull a skeleton from the hallway into your room, and that's going to mess us up, all right? Because you have to start dodging like AoEs and stuff. That's not a good time. All right. So no self-healing. If you're gonna die, then just die. All right. That's on your healer to keep you healed. Okay. DPS folks, I did cover like where you're standing, but I didn't actually fully explain what you're doing. Okay. You're looking for sanguine clots. This is for DPS, okay? You're looking for sanguine clots. They are red slimes, but again, if you're colorblind, the actual NPC name is called sanguine clot. They're going to drop one at a time, the sanguine clots. They're going to drop somewhere near your tank. Okay, they might be between the pad and where you're standing in the corner, or they might be on the other side of the circular pad. Okay, wherever it is, all 3 of you are going to do the same thing. You're all going to run out and tag it. Okay, if you have a ranged skill, then use that. If you're a monk, then just suck it up, run up there and hit it. Once you get aggro, pull it all the way out to your corner and then kill it there, okay? The second one might come out while you're working on that first one. If that happens, all 3 of you are going to go run out, tag that new one, run into your corner, and continue killing whatever you were working on, okay? Don't try to kill them quickly, one at a time, okay, in series. But the important thing is to pull that sanguine clot away from where the tank is, right? What you're doing is you're avoiding letting the sanguine clot start casting fusion if it's near where the tank is tanking the viscous clot in the middle, okay? You don't want those 2 to merge because that's going to kill us, all right? So DPS be prioritize clearing that area around the tank of sanguine clots and then kill whatever you're working on. You shouldn't have to AE or anything like that. You shouldn't even have to use your lost actions. As long as you're doing your full damage rotation without lost actions, we're good enough, okay? All right, that's all I got. Once all 4 rooms call 4+1, I'm going to say the following. All rooms are ready, merge, call rupture. At that time, tanks will be pulling the final viscous clot off of their healers, baiting it dead center on the pad. We're all going to merge up to +5 at the same time. Once you see, once any tank sees the word rupture being cast by their Viscous Cloud, just call it out and shout chat rupture. And then once everyone sees that, we're just gonna run pop sprint and run out to that position that I just linked in yell chat, okay? And then we're gonna run it out and hopefully we clear. All right. That's all I got. Team leads, go ahead and run ready checks, report when ready. Looking for a readiness call from Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie teams. You're ready? Yeah. Thank you. Charlie, Bravo ready. Stand by for Alpha. Okay, possible AFK in Alpha. Well, Viola's like part of Delta team. That's why they're calling that out. Okay, we got AFK in Alpha. Just Uome, let us know when you're back. I just typed that out in party chat, so. All right, we have an AFK. We'll give them a few minutes. Like if they don't respond, they're just gonna get kicked out. So, like not by me, by the instance. No, I didn't actually. Thank you for reminding me. Individuals north and south of Bravo, your job is to tag and kill these skeletons that show up on your respective ends of the hallway. So, individuals north of Bravo, you're just gonna go to the north end of the hallway, and then individuals south of Bravo, you're just gonna go to the south end of the hallway. You're just tagging and killing skeletons, preventing those from going into the side rooms and killing them like where they spawn. Yes, I will call merge to answer a question in party chat. So just get up to 4+1, call it out for your room, and hold until you get the instructions to merge. Yep. I'll sweep hallway. Or actually, we have a no. I'm not gonna change the plan now that I've already discussed it. Okay. All right. Slime side is ready. All tanks, turn on your tank stance. All right. All tanks, turn on tank stance. Stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. Let's get it. Let's get in front of the door. I will open the door at 1. I will sweep the hallway and the northwest room. Room tanks will be sweeping their respective rooms. If you are not a tank, please do not get ahead of your tank sweeping for traps. If you get blown up by a trap, that is your fault. All right, so just give us enough space to do our jobs. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay, sprint. Living dead. Clearing hallway. Hallway is clear. Oh, there might be another trap up here. Alright. Sanguine Claws are out. Please pull them out to your corners, DPS, and kill them. Yep, just pick another one. Sanguine Clots are out. Sanguine Clots are out. DPS, tag them, pull them out to your corners, then kill them. Okay. Doing good, healers. Make sure you top off your tanks. Sanguine Clots are out. Sanguine Clots are out. Please tag them, DPS, pull them out to your corners, then kill them. Well, yeah, don't wait at the door like that, because sometimes the viscous clots will actually spawn right there. Sanguine clots are out. Sanguine clots are out. Please tag them, pull them out to your corners, then kill them. DPS. Flua, can you pop a heal on the hallway, folks? There's someone north hallway that needs some assistance. Copy southwest. Hold at 4+1. Sanguine clots are out. Sanguine clots are out. Please tag them, pull them out to your corners, and kill them. Yep, just rotate through your personal mitts there, because your viscous clot is hitting hard. Waiting for a call from northeast, southeast, and my room, northwest. Sanguine clots are out. Please tag them, pull them out to your corners, and kill them. Remember not to like count out in your head, but actually look at the buff tanks. Sanguine clots are out. Sanguine clots are out. Please tag them, pull them out to your corners, and kill them. Copy southeast. Staying by for northeast. Copy northeast. Staying by for my room northwest. Northwest is 4+1. All rooms are ready. Merge, merge, merge. Call rupture. Go ahead and pull the final viscous clot off your healer. Bait it dead center on your pad. Okay, as soon as you see the word rupture, call it out. Rupture. Pop sprint. This is a very clean. Well, almost. Let's get to the escape point before I start marking us for death. Alright, all the way to the northeast corner. If there's more bridge to your east, you're not east enough. All the way in your corner, you're not going to fall off or anything. Healers rescue someone at random. Tanks pop team mitigation. Brace for impact. Excellent. The one shot. I think we have a fair amount of fresh folks here too, so good on you guys. Make sure before jumping, I see people jump, make sure your teammates are alive and connected to the game before jumping, okay? We've been dealing with a lot of DC, so every time there's a jump pad, make sure your teammates are alive and connected to the game. All right. If that was boring and not as hairy as you expected it to be on slime side, then that's the point, okay? Boring slime is a good slime. Exciting slime will wind up on the evening news or a random Twitch clip, and we don't want to be a part of that, right? Or maybe you do. I don't know. No judgment. All right. I want to tank today, so I'm just gonna take it. Post privilege. All right. For those of you, make sure you loot your chests. Okay. All chests are personal loot here. There are 2 chests at the bottom of this stairwell, so if you're not right clicking on a box, you're not getting anything. Okay. So make sure you're looting all chests here. There are 2 chests. Make sure you loot those. Don't forget. All right. Welcome to Trinity Seeker. This is very much like the fight in normal mode, except it's like twice as fast with fewer tells. So things are gonna happen really quick, right? So just as far as mechanics go, as far as callouts go, excuse me, I'm gonna call out like the 4-fold mercy by the markers. Okay, we're gonna see 3 4-fold mercies in the middle, and then one or 2 off center, depending on DPS and like the amount of people dead and whatnot. But I'm gonna call it like 1 3 2 4 or 4 2 3 1, whatever the order of the safe sides are. That's what I'm gonna call. Okay. If you're trying to learn it for yourself, the tell is the glowing sword. You have to actually look at the swords. So I think for today, I'll have it face south. Since there's no like positionals or anything, don't get nervous. All right, it's easier to see the swords from the front of Trinity Seeker than the back, so I'll have it face south so everyone can see it. But the actual like the logic is still going to be the same. All right. We're going to see 1 off-center mercy is going to happen either dead north, south, east, or west of center. So, for example, if it happens south, the call-out's going to sound something like this: 4 3 Bravo blank space, or perhaps blank space 3 Bravo 4, something like that. Okay. When I say blank space, just imagine that there is a 4th virtual marker and apply the call-out logic accordingly. All right. Other than that, just do what you think you need to do. and use your lost actions. All right. Try to use your lost actions with your 2-minute burst window. If you don't know how to do that, then just use them whenever you see them lit up. Okay. It's better to use them suboptimally than like not at all. Right. Okay. That's all I got. Team leads, go ahead and run your ready checks. Please report when ready. Yes. Oh, am I gear check? Oh, you got me. All right. Yeah. Thank you for the reminder. Yeah, if you got Save the Queen gear on, then make sure you put it on. If you got the Bojan earring, go ahead and put that on. If you don't have it, then don't worry about it. But it does help. All right, Delta ready, Bravo ready, Echo ready, Charlie ready, Foxtrot ready, standing by for Alpha. Yep. Check your gear. That's a good reminder. Got some Eureka fans here. Nice. Oh, you need actual repair? Where are you? Just I got it. I'm an Omni here. Just open repair. Oh, is it per party? Okay, just find a party member. Just asking your party. Do you have like actual broken gear or something? If you just need to be topped off, that can wait until after the fight, right? Or just let me know whatever team is the pirate. Or actually, I should know because you're team lead, right? Yeah, whenever you guys are ready, just research readiness and Charlie team. You're good? Okay. It's good enough for me. Alright. All teams are ready. Pop food. Pop food. Go ahead, take a hit of your carrot put or your baked eggplant, carrot pudding, pumpkin ratatouille, whatever you got. As long as it's above 510, that's all that matters. All right. Stand by for countdown. Oh, tank stance check. All tanks, make sure tank stances are off. Stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. And here we go. Good luck. Have fun. Welcome to the show. Okay, 10 seconds. Go ahead and pop sprint. I'm just going to take this right to the middle right away. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Pop lost actions. I'm going to bring this to the middle. Okay, I'm going to have it facing us. There's nothing like no cleave going out here. Oh, mitigate. That's a raid wide. Okay, look at the swords because the swords are the tells. I have it faced us just so you can see it. But I'll also call it out, okay? Alright, so it's going to be 2, 4, 3, 1. So 2, 4, 3, 1. Stay close. The closer you are to the middle, the easier it is to dodge. Okay, 4, 3, 1. Look away from orb. Get away from flower. Look away from orb. Get away from flower. Okay. I don't even know where the flower is. There it is. Okay. Get inside the boss's hitbox. Get inside the boss's hitbox. You push the boss a little bit, mechanic-wise. Tank stack up front. Everyone else behind. Stay in the boss's hitbox. Stay in the boss's hitbox. All right. Tank stack up front. We're going to stack and share this shared buster. And then clear front. I should be the only one in front now. Otherwise, I am dead. Clear front. This is the raid deleter. Raid deleter out. Okay. Stay stacked. Coming up next is a chain mechanic. We're going to break chains and hide. So get ready to break, wait for it, wait, 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 wait. Break chains and hide, 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 hide. Yeah, you want to wait until after the overhead thing goes away. You don't want to start running in panic. All right, get back in there. Line on 4. Line on 4. Oh wait, not yet. Okay, I'm one mechanic ahead. We're gonna dodge this set of dashes first, and then line on 4 when we get back. Okay, Alpha. Coming over to Alpha. We're gonna get behind the wall at 3. Behind the wall at 3. Behind the wall at 3. Alright, line on 3, excuse me. Line on 3. This is a stack laser. Please mitigate for your teams. Second burst is go if you haven't done it already. Oh, someone took a lonely laser. Okay, stay stacked right in front. Stay stacked right in front. Or right where I'm, rather, excuse me. We want to bait this triple laser into a tight spot. So come up here and stack with me, please. Triple laser going out. Just walk out of the way. Just walk out of the way. Coming up next is sand or stone. Be on sand. 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 Do not be on stone. Be on sand, sand, sand. Okay. We are going to see mechanics. Yep, there it is. All right. So coming up next is stone with triple earth breath going out. All right. If it looks like it might be you, just start rotating the earth breath away from party. It comes from the center. Be on stone earth breath 1. Just go away. Please don't point that at the raid. Don't point that at the raid. Don't point it at each other. All right. Coming up next is sand with a second set of earth breath. Earth breath. Go away. Earth breath. Go away. Don't stretch the tether. Make it rotate a different direction. Walk out of this laser, then return to the middle for mitigation and healing. Oh, intercardinal safe spots now, excuse me. Intercardinal safe spots now. If you don't know how to read this, don't stay close. Alright. Get back to the middle. We're going to dodge our second set of dashes. And give them a wide berth, okay? You don't want to get clipped because the dash width is pretty wide. We're going to the right side of 3. Right side of 3. And there's a 4-fold after this dodge. So it's going to be 2. When we get back, it's going to be 2, 4. 1, 3. 2, 4, 1, 3. 2, 4, 1, 3. So starting on the 2. Again, stay close. It's easier to dodge if you're close. 4. 1. 3. Look away from orb. Get away from flower. I don't know where the fucking orb is. Right? Stack up for chains after flower. Stack up for chains. Stack, 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 stack. Break your chains. Return to the middle. Raid wide going out. Okay, clear north. Clear north. I'm going to take a solo buster here in a few seconds. Alright, get away from me now. Get away from me now. That is a tank buster. Alright. Coming up next is a 4-fold with it. Excuse me, sand or stone sandwich with a 4-fold filling. So it's going to be sand or stone first, then a 4-fold. 4-fold is 3, 4, 1, 2. 3, 4, 1, 2. We are starting on sand first. Sand first. 3, 4, 1, 2. Then stone. Okay. 4, 1, 2. Then stone. Middle is stone. Be on stone. Be on stone. Stone, stone, stone. Alright. One more random. Sand or stone. Be on sand. 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 Look away from orb. Get away from flower. We're not going to hold DPS. Just look away from orb. Get away from flower. Dodge the grid first before dodging the laser. Dodge the grid first, then the laser. Alright, get inside the boss's hitbox. Just kill it. Raid wide going out. Please mitigate for your teammates. Yeah, just kill it. Just kill it. That was really good. Stay inside the boss hitbox. Alright. Let's follow res protocol. If you're going to res someone, stand on the body first before slotting in Lost Arise. Do not slot in Lost Arise without an actual corpse beneath your feet. All right, Shio is scanning for traps. Don't run ahead of your trap sweep, okay? It takes a few seconds at the most. There's 3 in that room right there, and then 3 in the hallway. Yep. So go very slow. All right, everyone else just stay here. All right, that was really good. Make sure you loot your chests. Here, I'm gonna clear these markers. Make sure you loot your chest. It's like somewhere near the alpha marker. I don't know because I already looted it. All right, stay right here. We've got some deaths to resolve. Okay, we're alpha team buffers. Shio, if you want buffs, just start directing folks in party chat to do whatever you need them to do. And if you're gonna use a countdown, just shout it out before you do it. Okay, we're waiting for deaths to resolve. Yeah, if you run out of charges on your current Lost Arai, just step off the body, give another healer a chance. Reason being is that we want to kind of distribute resource utilization among all the healers that brought Lost Arais. What we don't want to happen is for a single healer to blow all their Lost Arises here at Trinity Seeker and Queensguard, and then maybe they're like the only healer left standing at like Queen or even TA or Minotaur, but they have no Lost Arais. Okay, we want to try to avoid that situation as much as we can. So make sure you guys spread out resource usage here, and give each other a turn at rezzing. Again, no single person, never mind just the healer, but no single person should feel like they have to do like everything. Okay, that's not what's being asked of you. So make sure you guys rely on each other, and we'll get through. All right. Yeah, RR can sometimes mean re-raiser, so I can understand that confusion. Okay. Still working on it. Just stand by right here. But Shio, yeah, if whenever you're ready, just direct your team. It looks like you're already doing that, so yeah, just continue getting ready and just depart for your duel whenever you're ready to go. Yeah, you don't have to wait for arises. All right, everyone's up. All right, make sure you loot your chest at Alpha, and then mindfully, manually make your way to Dahu. Do not auto run. Do not auto brain. All right, no one should be going straight except for the duelist. When you get to Dahu, make sure you hit F1 on your keyboard and target yourself. Okay, target yourself. If you're on the controller, up or down on the D-pad, target a teammate. Do not target Dahu. All right, let's not have any accidental fizz range right click buffoonery here. Don't do that. Stay behind the purple line. Do not target Dahu. And we are waiting for RP text. All right, the RP text will let us know that the duel has started. Do you get buffs before? Well, you can't get it. You can't get it after the jump because no one's going to be with you. So, yeah. Make sure you, when you land, that you just auto brain pop your perception, because there's going to be a trap. Like if you take one step forward when you land, there can be a trap right there. Okay, this is not our countdown. This is not our countdown. Hit F1 on your keyboard. Make sure you're not targeting Dahu. Just target yourself, target another teammate, but don't target Dahu, okay? Are there any healer actions? No, there's nothing. Don't use lost actions. I know like there's some teams that want you to use like lost actions here on Dahu. Don't do that here, okay? Just keep your lost actions usage to enraging bosses and like rising. Yeah, Sarah Strike will work. Anything that doesn't have a charge, you can do that. So like Flare Star and that's what I was talking about. Pop antidote. Do you have antidote? Okay. Yeah, I saw that. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta hit that perception as soon as you land. Don't even take a step forward. It's okay, they're alive. Yeah, you wiggled. Yeah, don't worry, I've done that too. Alright, there's the RP text. Good. So good luck with your duel. Alright. Gonna put some markers down here. Alright, what these markers are for is a new mechanic in Savage Mode. Dahu will do a Spit Flame mechanic. 4 random people will get designated with numbers. Everyone's favorite, limit cut. Alright, duel is, it looks like it's over. So good try. Alright, sometimes it goes that way. Hopefully you got some experience. Just keep volunteering for it, okay, Sho? But good attempt. Alright. But yeah, 4 people will get selected for Spit Flame. You're gonna get a number of dots over your head, okay? 1 goes to 1, 2 goes to 2, 3 goes to 3, 4 goes to 4. We're gonna see that at least twice. After the second time we see it, 2 tanks will be selected for flare mechanic. Just take those flares to 3 and 4, right? Take flares south. Everyone else will get knocked away north. All right. Without any more. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to cover here. So get in front of the purple line when you're ready to go. Yeah, we're gonna take a DPS from Charlie, but we'll do that after this. It's Charlie as a short stack, right? Remind me if I'm mistaken.
That is correct.
Okay. Yeah, we'll take a DPS after this. All right, everyone's in front of the purple line. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, no lost action usage here. This is a trash mob, if you can believe that. So just go at it. I just dodge the stuff on the ground. There's 5 sets of 3 puddles. All right, get out of the way. He's going to dash 2 times. It's going south first, and then it's going to come back up north. There's going to be a 90-degree conal after it lands. Oh, man, I just got caught by that. Okay. Get out of the way of the fire breath. All right, coming back to the middle. Okay, lines are out. Numbers are soon to follow. So don't be underneath Dahu. Make sure you have visibility over your noggin. All right, here we go. 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. Get in position now. Don't greed extra GCDs. We need these safe spots. Very good. We have all 4 safe spots. Shockwave is about to come out. Stand by. Left, then right. Go ahead and dodge into it. The other side fires right away. There you go. Okay, get knocked back to a safe spot. Then our numbered individuals open for us. If you know the secret jutsu, feel free to do it. Come on. Tell me I didn't get that. Alright, 5 breaths. 5 breaths. Don't get shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming up next is ads. Treat this like a long tank buster. High healing on tank. And everyone else try to AE these down as soon as they get close. Okay. Rampart up. 30%. Reprisal. Okay, 2 more up. Just get him killed. Thank you very much. All right. Good job. Coming up next is repeating patterns. Going to be 1 set of puddles, 1 set of shockwave, 1 set of numbers in that order. Stand by for puddles. Stand by for shockwave. Shockwave coming out. Okay, right then left. Dodge into it. Oh, get out of those puddles. All right, numbers 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. Get in position now. Please do not greed extra GCDs. We need these safe spots. We need these safe spots. Tanks, 2 tanks are going to get selected for flare. Take the flares to 3 and 4. Everyone else to 1 and 2. All right, get knocked back to the safe spot. Do not gap close after this. All right, good. Come back to the middle. 1 more set of fire breaths. Okay, 1, 2. Nice. Good job. Check for dead, check for dead, check for dead. Loot your chest. Loot your chest. And then go ahead. I don't see any corpses here. And show valiant effort. Looking forward to your eventual clear in a future run. Either here on Lego Steppers or on another GRS Discord. Celebrate you all the same. Alright, no one's dead, so let's keep going. Alright, doing good so far.
Does Alliance A already have a Cure 4 caster?
No,
We do not.
we
have
can
one.
use one. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if my party's cool with it, I can switch over, and then I can be the Cure 4 for A.
Alright, yeah. And then designate another Charlie person just take up the mantle for team lead. Actually, let me know who you are so I can properly credit you at the end. You're not responsible for anything other than Cure 4 in your team, are you, Zapire?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Or where are you at? Because you might have the... I don't see the white arrow. There you are. You're... Okay. It says you're in a... You need to depart your... There you go. Okay, cool. That'll work. Alright, welcome to Queensguard. Moloch? Alright, Moloch's taking the torch. Alright, welcome to Queensguard. I'm gonna put some pictures. I'm gonna put one picture in raid text chat. Healers and pseudo healers at this point, go ahead and slot in your lost Spellforge or lost Steel Sting, whatever you're responsible for. What am I doing? Copy link, paste. So that's the first thing you should have on. If you're going to reflect, I'm going to call for reflect in a few seconds. If you're going to reflect, don't actually slot in your lost reflect right now. Wait until like near the end of the fight. I'll call for it. You're going to do like a mid combat like reslot of an action, okay? So with that said, let's get some calls for reflect and dispel. So healers and pseudo healers, go ahead. Whoever's going to do reflect and dispel for your team, just call it out in yell chat or shout chat, whatever, doesn't matter. And all tanks come up front. We're going to give out some responsibilities here. Give you this. Or actually, no, we'll give you this. Give you this. No, don't run away yet. I'm not done. Oh wait, you're not a tank. Never. I thought you were actually a tank for a tank. All right. Let's see here. Let's give you this. Okay. Everyone else who is not selected, just kind of, yeah, just stand by or actually shadow it. Just shadow like just pick a tank and follow them. Doesn't matter who. But what we are responsible for is as follows. Okay. Myself and Small Izumi, we are West main tank and East main tank respectively. Number 1 tanks are going to be first pair of aura spheres, north and south. Chains are up north. Target to ignore red is south. Number 1s go first. Number 2s go second. All right. What aura sphere tanking involves is at the end of the fight when all the reflect stuff is happening, the rest of the raid will split north and south. Slime side goes north, except for these designated tanks. Golem side goes south as far as DPS goes. Number 1 chain 1 tank takes the north aura sphere. Target to ignore 1 takes the first south aura sphere. You guys turn on your tank stance at that point. Make sure you provoke and spam your threat tool. You want to be top threat by the time the aura sphere dies. Once the aura sphere dies, just pop your invuln because you're gonna get a spite smite. I think that's the name. It's like, yeah, but you're gonna get a orange marker over your head. You want to invuln that marker. because that is like a trap's worth of single target damage. There's no AE component, so don't worry about like standing next to someone and exploding him because that's not going to happen. Once you inbound, turn off your tank stance, and then number 2 tanks will turn on their tank stance. We're going to do some damage on the bosses because they're going to be shielded. Just going to hit them. And then we're going to do the reflect and the aura spheres again. That's going to be the second set. So the number 2 tanks are going to turn on their tank stance, provoke, spam threat tool. Again, chains go north, target 2 ignores south. And then when your aura sphere dies, pop your invuln. And then same thing, just absorb the orange marker with the invuln, and then that's it. All right. If there are any questions amongst all the tanks, please ask. Do I want you? No, you're just doing Delta team stuff now, so just go south. Yeah, good question. Chain 1 has North Aura Sphere Spite check. Can we pop invuln like as soon as your target dies? Just pop invuln. You have 10 seconds. It's long enough. You'll absorb the hit. Yeah. Or yeah, when you see the orange marker, that's okay too. All right, tank stuff has been discussed. Small Izumi is going to be east tank, so just invuln the east turret. I'll be invulning the west turret, and then for the rest of this fight, Small Izumi is going to be the warrior tank for the first phase, gunner tank for the second phase. I will be knight for the first phase and soldier for the second phase. All right. Let's see, did we get yeah, just shadow and learn. Just shadow and learn. Normally I would have like people who I know are veterans be like the spare tanks, but since we don't have a whole lot of folks here that are like super experienced that I'm aware of anyway, then this is just what we're gonna do. So just pick a tank. You can pick me or Izumi or one of the chain tanks, doesn't matter. All right. Oh, and also all tanks, we're going to start this fight with our tank stance on, and then we're going to fight for threat amongst all 4 targets up here. And then once they jump away, all tanks except for myself and Small Izumi. Oh, you're a tank. Okay, I didn't see you up here, Shauna. But yeah, once all four tanks jump away, or excuse me, once all 4 targets jump away, then all tanks except for myself and Small Izumi will turn off tank stance. Okay? All right. Reflectors and dispellers. Oh, I also need 2 healers who are not reflecting to call dispel. Not that it happens at the same time, but I want folks to kind of spread out the experience of doing utility here. All right, Foxtrot reflect, Echo Bravo, Charlie Delta Alpha reflect. All reflects covered. Okay, if you're doing reflect for the first time, make sure you take. Or if you're doing reflect for the first time in Lego Stepper specifically, make sure you take a look at raid text chat. That plan might be different from whatever you're used to, okay? Just reflect according to that plan. You're going to be reflecting 2 orbs twice for a total of 4 orbs for the duration of the last phase of this fight. Again, that's not happening right away, so if you're using the Lost Reflect skill, don't actually equip it right now. If you already equip it, don't lose it. Okay. Diplo and you are casting Dispel. Thank you very much. So you 2 are gonna both be dispelling the warrior for the first phase of the fight. Every time I cast boost, just get rid of it with Dispel. Right? It's a pretty quick cast. It's like 5 seconds, or not cast. It's a pretty quick like window of time to get the Dispel. So just make sure it happens quickly. It's not like a OGCD, by the way, so just don't spam your glare and then forget to like have enough time to dispel, because sometimes that does happen. All right, that's all I got. Team leads, go ahead. Oh, actually, before I say that, a few mechanical notes here for bomb mechanic. The thing to keep in mind is the following mnemonic. Okay, double or nothing, go big. If both you and the bombs are tethered, because you can also get tethered in this version of the fight, you go to big bomb. If neither you nor the bombs are tethered, which is nothing, you also go to big bomb. Okay, double or nothing, you go to big. Double or nothing, go big. In every other situation, you just go to small bomb. I'll call it out during the fight, but that's just keep that in mind, right? If just in case like I somehow don't call it out. For the tethers to win, followed by find the safe quarter immediately after the wind and gravity circles resolve. Stack in the middle, especially if it's like sword omen, because just like in normal mode, you need to be far, but there is a specific quadrant that you need to run to. Okay, you can't just be far. You have to be far in a specific quarter of the arena. So the way to tell that, there's gonna be like 3 Ferrostorm French fries or whatever that show up. You go to the side that is away from all those French fries. All right. So if you're starting too far from the center and like the safe side is on the clear other side from where you're standing, then you're gonna get clapped by a sword and you're gonna die. So just auto brain to the middle after the wind and gravity circles resolve, and then you'll be in place to get away without having to sprint for the sword omen, if it's sword omen. Okay. If it's shield omen, you just stay close in the safe quarter. What else? Mystario mechanic. There is a Mystario like safety 3/4 safety ring mechanic in here. You might see it up to 2 times. With each Mystario mechanic, you want to aim it at 2 things. First thing is the gunner in the middle. You want to absorb. You want to point the hole towards the gunner in the middle first. We have a DC and alpha. That's fine. Just come back when you can, Clea. You want to point the hole towards the middle first, and then a turret on the east or west side. Okay. I'm going to copy link, paste link. Take a look in raid text chat. I'm just gonna put a image of what the turret lines look like. They do overlap. You don't want to be like ambiguously between turrets. Okay, be decisively in front of one turret. You want to point your opening towards the middle where the gunner is first, and then immediately rotate after the queen shot goes out to face the turret, whatever you're in line with. Okay, and that's what you're gonna absorb with your hole. All right, so show hole. Okay, other than that, just I'll call everything out as best as I can. And yeah, just follow instruction, do what you think you need to do. Okay? Alpha team, let's give Clea a few minutes to get back to us. So just stand by, don't get AFK kicked. We're waiting for our DC to come back.
I just want to say real quick, I posted the macro in raid chat because I have seen people right click and accidentally remove very important buffs. So if you don't want to have any chance of doing that, you can use the macro to just remove your Spellforge.
Right, thank you for bringing that up. There is a macro, especially for controller users, that can come in handy. What that's for is to remove the buff. Like if we're gonna start this fight, when the countdown starts, our healers are going to precast their Steel Stinger and Spellforge onto teammates. If like 1 minute into the fight you have the wrong buff on, you just hit that macro and all possible buffs, both Steel Sting and Spellforge will be removed. So what that does, it just removes the wrong buff if you happen to have the wrong one up. So take a look at raid text chat, and if you want to set that macro up, just go ahead and set that up. All right, Clea's back. Team leads, go ahead and run your ready checks, report when ready. And if you're in the middle of doing that macro thing, then just hit no and get that set up. Delta is ready. Foxtrot ready. Echo ready. Alpha ready. Charlie ready. Bravo ready. Okay. All teams are ready. Tank stance check. All tanks should turn on your tank stances. Turn on your tank stance. We're going to gaggle threat. Stand by for... Oh, pop food. Pop food. So go ahead and take a hit of your baked eggplant or whatever you got. Stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. All right. Everyone can come up here. Just don't like right click or anything. These mobs, or actually don't target them until like 5 seconds before the countdown ends. Okay, tanks just pick a target and pull it to the middle as best as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Go ahead and use your lost actions. Don't hold for like some kind of burst phase, because we're just kind of Gaggle threading this. Okay, raid wides are going out. Your 15 seconds should cover both of them. Alright. All tanks except for myself and Izumi. Turn off tank stance. Small Izumi, go ahead and get that warrior to the wall first. Good movement by Izumi, by the way. Take note of that, tanks. You want to drag it down the wall like that whenever you're tanking. Alright, we are in Spellforge, Spellforge, Spellforge. Click off the yellow Steel Sting buff. Please apply Spellforge to all members. Tanks have priority, specifically Izumi, because she's a warrior, I think. Make sure she has Spellforge, otherwise she's not holding threat. Okay, first bomb mechanic, this is Shield Omen. It's going to be a knockback mechanic from the center. You want to position yourself 45 to 90 degrees from the approach of the knight. Bombs are tethered. Tethers will be getting knocked back into big. Okay, there's the knight. 45 to 90 from the approach of the knight. Tethers to big, non-tethers to small. Don't get knocked out of the arena. Don't be in line with the knight. Tethers to big. Tethered folks, you're going to land first. When you land, run to a bomb that just exploded. Wait for the second explosion to hit. Clear. Get back in the fight. Critical rolls if you died. Please say something. Don't say I'm down. Say like Alpha Reflect down or whatever. Stand by for Dispel. Go ahead and Dispel the warrior now. Please Dispel the warrior now. Raid wides are going out. Alright. We're alive. Good job. Coming up next is Tethers to Wind, followed by Find the Safe Quarter. If you get tethered, you are going to a swirly wind puddle. These two targets have to die at the same time, by the way, so just the warrior's a little bit behind. Alright, if you are tethered, you're going to swirly wind puddle. If not, you are going to sparkly gravity. Tethers to wind now. Tethers to wind now. Knight is casting Shield Omen after these circles draw. They get inside the Knight's hitbox. A little bit towards the south. A little bit towards the south. Don't go outside. Alright. Warrior is boosted. Please Dispel. Raid wide's going out again. And then Buster on tanks. Followed by repeat of mechanics. Stand by for a possible color change. Okay, we might have to change colors. Alright, we are remaining in Spellforge. No action required. Knight is high. Knight is high. Let's try to get them killed at the same time as best as we can. Alright, if we see this, there's going to be second bomb mechanic. This time it will be Sword Omen. We're not going to see it. Go ahead and kill the warrior. And good job. Spellforge and Steel Sting are no longer required. No longer required. I'm going to pull the soldier over to... Oh, what happened to the markers? Whoops. Alright, my bad. No markers. Alright, just kind of play it by ear. Alright, first gunner mechanic. There's going to be a Mystadio mechanic. Okay, small balls will turn the frogs. Follow the frogs one jump. They will create a safe spot between them. And the big frogs actually move first. Alright. So safe spot is going to be northeast, 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 northeast. Okay. Point your hole towards the gunner in the middle first. Oh. Okay, turret on the side, turret on the side. Clear. Get back in the fight. Critical rolls. If you died, please say something. If you are a reflector, make sure you call out which reflect you are down for, so we can cover it. Oh, tank buster, by the way. Soldier is high, by the way. So let's get some focus on the soldier. Try to kill them evenly. Okay. Make sure you're using your lost actions. Just gonna pull this a little bit. Okay, turrets are coming out. The turrets have to die. Turrets have to die quickly. Okay. Got it. Kill both turrets. Kill both turrets. Stand by for invuln. Sniper shot. Invuln now. Alright, good job. Kill the second turret. Raid wides are going out. Please mitigate. Alright, good job. Hot or cold coming up next. Focus a little bit on gunner. It's a little high. Hot or cold? If it's hot, it's pyretic, just like Castrum. If it's cold, you keep moving. Stand by for the call. Alright, hit F1 on your keyboards, put your controllers down. Think about how your day is going. Are you enjoying yourself? And DR Savage, wait for the pyretic buff to fall off. Clear, get back in the fight. Critical rolls, if you died, please say something. Reflectors, go ahead and prepare your reflect solution now. Go ahead and prepare your reflect solution now. Whatever you're using for reflect, get ready to use it. Alright, this time we're going to follow untethered soldiers. They're going to jump twice. Okay, observe the untethered soldiers. There's one right where I am and one up north. They're going to jump 2 times. Those are the safe spots. Okay, so they're both south. They're going to jump 1 more time. East and west. East and west. I don't think we're going to see it. Alright, good. Tank stance check. Only number 1 tanks, except for myself. Should have it on. Chains up north. Reds down south. Alright, reflectors. Do your thing. Sorry, I don't have markers for it. Okay, kill these orbs. Invuln when it dies, and then turn off your tank stance. Number 2 tanks, turn on your tank stance. Oh, let's get a heal on. Oh, yeah, thank you. Okay, don't get reflected. Don't get parried. Disengage for a second. Don't get reflected. Don't get parried. Alright, get in position. Second reflex. North and South Aura Spheres, get ready. DPS, you need to kill these Aura Spheres first before continuing damage on those shields. Okay, when your Aura Sphere dies, just make sure you pop Invuln. Okay, here LB3. Now, if you got it. Alright, that is it. Check for dead, check for dead. Hopefully we got that in time. Very nice. Alright, I'm not seeing any dead. Good job. Go ahead and loot your single chest right here. And let's continue on to Phantom. There's no traps up here. After Phantom, there will be traps, okay? So don't like auto brain and start running up there. Our sweep 2 will be, not yet though, but sweep 2 will be sliding in perception after this fight. Alright, all tanks, go ahead and check your tank stance, make sure it is off. I'm gonna pull over to 4. And we're probably gonna have to move to 1. That's just how my luck is. But we're gambling on uptime here, so. Alright. Team leads, go ahead and run ready checks, report when ready. Sometimes people pop off to the restroom. We'll do a bio break after this boss, so. But if anyone has to go, then just let your teammates know, and we'll hold. It's always 4 on Aether. I don't know about that. I feel like I'm almost always wrong. It's essentially a 50. It's a coin toss whether we walk down 4 or 1. So you won on 4 last week. All right, I'll believe in your luck. Echo ready, Foxtrot ready, Charlie ready, standing by for Alpha, Bravo, and Delta. Alpha, Bravo, and Delta team leads. Make sure you go do a ready check. Delta ready. Bravo is ready. Stand by for Alpha. Alpha is ready. All teams are ready. Stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. Regarding lost action usage, feel free to use what you have left in the tank. Don't pop anything new, because you are more than likely going to have to refresh something for TA, so feel free to use what you got left. Or don't. If you want to see ice spikes, that's okay too. If you're an extra mechanics enjoyer, nothing wrong with that, I won't judge. Ice spikes are disband. 2, 1, let's go. Here, I'll be a lost action enjoyer today. Alright, I'm gonna put my salted earth down because it's not a bet unless you have skin in the game. Raid Y going out. Alright, hope we're looking for Circle Donut. That's the correct Sorry, I just realized I had my volume up this whole time. All right, it looks like I'm right. We're going to 1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1. As the resident member of the 4-1 gang, I win again. We're gonna walk down this column. It's a little bit faster than in normal. Okay, don't fall behind. Don't get ahead. Don't walk into the death wall at the end. Rampart up. I always forget to do rampart here. Don't walk into this death wall here. Wait for Bravo to stop flashing, then go into the Bravo. Alright, we're going back into Alpha now. We're gonna wait for 3 flashes on Bravo, then we're gonna switch over to Bravo. Come over to Alpha, or... yeah, get away from Bravo and Delta at least. Okay, 30% up. 1, 2, 3. Switch lanes, we're going to Bravo. We're waiting for 3 flashes on Alpha, then we're gonna go back into Alpha. 1, 2, 3. Switch. Go back. Go into Alpha. We're going to see some ads here. Misty Wraiths, White Ghosts need to be healed. Red Ghost, aka Bloody Wraiths, need to be killed. Okay. When your target is resolved, move towards any other target that happens to still be up. Okay. Don't assume that other people have it, because sometimes the entire raid does that, and then like something actually doesn't get handled, because we all think that someone else has it. Okay, final wave. After this wave, everyone who can interrupt the middle. Alright, looks like, yep. Misty Wraiths are being resolved, good. Okay, interrupt middle. Alright. Alright, be mindful of traps up ahead after Phantom is killed. Aw, no ice spikes enjoyers. I think we just wanted to go forward. Alright, there are traps up ahead. Our sweep 2 is Cheryl Cetus. So Cheryl Cetus, go ahead and sweep for traps up ahead. If you're not Cheryl Cetus, just wait. Yep. Alright, if you don't know where the traps can spawn, just go very slow. Alright. For those of you who do know, then just wait for this to finish. Okay, go very slow, very slow. All right, for everyone else, do not auto run, do not auto brain. Mindfully, manually make your way down to TA. Don't take blind corners, especially after the stairwell. Rotate your camera to look into that hallway before stepping foot in there, because sometimes the trap is right in the middle. Okay, go very slow, very slow, very slow, very slow. Also, don't vector towards the trap. Like, don't start walking towards the trap. Just assume that you're going to lag at the worst possible moment. Alright? And you're going to frame skip into whatever's in front of you. So just don't aim for a trap. Alright, good job. Okay, I'm going to call for a bio break here. So we'll give it like 5 minutes. AFK macro on. And I'll be right back. All right, coming back. Okay. Got a teammate who's restarting machine. We're all gonna get what? What? What is that?
The Golden Gabriel mount.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're all gonna get it.
Yeah.
All of us. You can sell it for 11 million gil if you already have it.
Yeah. Yeah. We're also gonna get a 5 million gil drop from the final chest, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And then a piece of savage equipment from the latest tier.
I mean, that's a given.
Mm. Right. Waiting for this AFK macro to pop because that's how I can tell that we've spent 5 minutes. You're hoping for Night Pegasus? Yeah, 7.0. Apparently we have someone hoping real hard for a foray in the current like 24-man alliance area. He even made a picture. You've made a picture for it. It makes so much sense. Yo, whoever's coming to Vegas, man, if you see Yoshi P, just beg real hard for another like a follow up to this content. If there's one thing that you want to ask, hopefully it's this. But don't beg too hard, otherwise you're gonna get annoyed. Now, let's be professional. Let's be professional, right? All right. Wiggle check has 5 minutes have passed. All right. So let's do a accountability check. So what we're gonna do is a Reddit check. And for this one, if someone doesn't answer but they've cleared already, just count them as here and ready. This is just to make sure that people who need explanations are present. He cried? When did he cry? Well, I mean, like, I know he cried for like last FanFest because of like soaking stuff. Oh, he did? I didn't see that. Man, that's tough. I feel like Yoshi P is like one of those like work hard, play hard kind of bosses. Alright, Echo present, Alpha needs explanation. Oh, like Velvet's a fellow host, so I'm not super worried about that. Alright, Foxtrot's good. Bravo's present. Charlie and Delta. Oh, Charlie ready? Okay. Delta. Are you missing any who need explanations? Delta, okay. Emoting? Oh, I just turn off emotes. I don't even worry about that. Alright. Let's get some markers out here. If you want to follow along, I'm just pulling up the full host plan channel and just kind of reading from the TA section. You don't have to do this, but if you want to know what I'm reading off of, then that's what it is. And also adding a few extra things. Okay, so I'm not going to do a full... Well, I keep saying that, but I feel like I actually do a full fight breakdown. But yeah, let's start with sword callouts. So for those of you who are here for the first time, if what I'm saying doesn't make sense, like, don't worry about it. Just try to remember as best as you can. You know, hopefully when we're doing the mechanics, like, it'll click what I'm talking about, okay? For sword call outs, I'm going to call out one of the numbered tiles in the field, 1, 2, 3, or 4. That's going to be the safe spot. So if you need to not get hit by any swords, I'll call it out as soon as I recognize which tile is not going to get hit. All right. As is usual, just like in normal mode, you're gonna have to get hit by some raid wise to adjust your overhead temperature. So yeah, it's the same thing happens here. It's just like it's a little bit more complex, right? Just a little bit. Before sword callouts, there's going to be exactly one tile, 1, 2, 3, or 4 is going to be completely free of cleaves. I will call that out as soon as I recognize it. All right. For elemental brand, for the first 3 weapon sequences in this fight, just like in normal mode, you're going to be adjusting your overhead temperature. Wiggle check, by the way, don't get AFK kicked. You're going to be adjusting your overhead temperature to neutral by the end of the mechanic, whatever we're doing, okay? For the second half of the fight, the second 3 weapon sequences, you're going to be dealing with an extra savage mode only mechanic called Elemental Brand. TA will cast Elemental Brand. After that cast goes out, you're going to want to look at your debuffs, okay? If you don't know where your debuffs are, if you're not used to looking at that to resolve mechanics, like today's the day today's the day you learn, okay? Find where your debuffs are. You're going to get a like something like it's going to say like +1 hot brand or -2 cold brand or something like that, okay? That is completely different, or completely separate rather, from what's going on over your head. You want to finish whatever we're doing. Instead of adjusting to 0, you want to adjust to whatever is opposite that brand. At the very end of the mechanic, whatever you have over your head and that elemental brand, whatever you got, is going to apply and cancel each other out ideally, and that's how you live through that, okay? So for the first half of the fight, you're adjusting overhead temperature to 0. For the second half of the fight, you're adjusting your overhead temperature to be opposite whatever your debuff is. Okay? Let's see here. Quick March. Quick March is always 2 squares. All right. So for the first 2, you want to start on 3, which is the marker where TA is just kind of hovering over. She's blocking it right now. Just start from 3 and then point your quick march towards the thing that will resolve your mechanic, right? Or not kill you, okay? Then the third quick march we're going to see in the second bow pattern. You want to get 2 squares away from your target square where your arrow is going to land, and then let quick march take you into that so that you can resolve your overhead temperature to be opposite your elemental brand. Okay? There is no situation that is unsolvable. If you think you need to get hit 2 times, then get hit 2 times. Don't get hit by 2 swords at the same time though, because that's gonna get you killed outright. Okay. Let's see here. Other than that, TA is hard. Don't expect this to be a cakewalk easy fight. We've been doing pretty good with a DPS, but besides that, just stay on your toes for this one. Okay. If this is your first time here, listen to callouts and do what you think you need to do. If you die here, it is not the end of the world. Just relax, don't get flustered, and learn from your death. If you're here for the first time, don't hold yourself to the standard of having to be perfect the first time you've been here, okay? Like, we specifically allow blind prog, but like if you're the type who wants to watch a video, then you know that's your thing that you can do. But don't expect perfection from yourself. Like, no one here is expecting that from you. If you take the L on the first temperature mechanic, don't freak out. Okay, just you're dead. Just like stay there and keep watching the fight. Okay, you don't want to get so stressed out that you're not paying attention to whatever else is going on around you. You can still learn even while dead. Okay, so just kind of accept the fact that you died and just look around. Okay, no one's expecting perfection from you. No one's gonna make fun of you if you take the L early. All right, that's explicitly disallowed here on this server, but it's like I don't see that happening on any of the other like DRS pug servers. Okay, so don't get too stressed out. If you take the L here, then it is what it is. All right, just pay attention. It's more important that you learn from your experience here. Okay, so don't get so stressed out that you don't learn. If we wipe here, then we wipe, no big deal. I will not do an encore run. Just, We've been at this for a little bit, so I'm not gonna do a encore if we wipe. That said, you know, don't take it too hard if we do wipe here. That's just part of any prog. Okay. I think Aoi is gonna be running from ABBA tomorrow evening. I haven't checked the schedule yet, but he usually does that. So, you know, if you want more practice after this, then there's that. That's gonna happen tomorrow evening if we wipe. All right, that's if. Okay, at this point in time, Aether Shield tanks, go ahead and slot in Aether Shield. Oh, you already got it on, nice. Go ahead and slot in Aether Shield. Pseudo tanks, now is the time to load in Stone Skin 2. On every Glory of Boja cast from TA, we're going to Aether Shield and Stone Skin 2. And for Stone Skin 2, you actually want to pulse it. You want to cast it once before the raid wide hits, and then like at least once or twice afterwards to help out with mitigating bleed damage, because it's a pretty hefty bleed, especially for folks who are like no like fort stacks or whatever. So we want to take care of them and make sure they live. All right, pseudo healers, just go ahead and recharge your Lost Cure 4. It's a bad time to realize you're out of ammo in the middle of a firefight when like you press the button and nothing comes out. Okay, just go ahead and recharge your Lost Cure 4 now, because by the time you realize it, you open up your holster, you try to slide it in, like your team is dead. Okay, so just go ahead and reslot Lost Cure 4 now. Okay, that's it. Team leads, go ahead and run your ready checks. Report when ready. Bravo is ready. Charlie is ready. Echo is ready. Oh, thank you, Bacon Mitch. All right. Echo is ready. Delta is ready. Foxtrot ready. Alpha is ready. All teams are ready. Go ahead and pop food. Take a hit of your baked eggplant or whatever you're using. Tank stance check. Only I should have tank stance on. I should clear these markers, by the way. Thank you for tanking, Queensguard. All tanks. Alright, go ahead and turn off your tank stances. Stand by for countdown. 30 on... Oh, excuse me. Shell 2? Oh, okay, yeah, let's get... If anyone's giving out shell, if you need shell, get behind the purple line. If you don't need shell, get in front of the purple line. I'm going to actually turn mine off. Like, if you have 10 stacks of fort, you probably don't need shell. But low fort stacks, definitely give them shell. It's just that you run a high risk of buff capping here. Like missing Delirium and Blood Weapon and stuff like that if you have too many buffs. So whatever you don't need, feel free to tick it off. Okay. Floor tank, do you need something? Or are you... It looks like you're good. Okay. Stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. Here we go. Alright, canceling my macro. Countdown is live. Good luck, have fun, don't stress out too much. Just, you know, just give it your best. Or give it like 80% effort. I'm not even gonna ask for your best, just give it some effort. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's get it. Okay, all tanks stack with me. We're gonna share a buster right away. Okay, make sure you mitigate this, stack and share. Oh, come on. Bust actions didn't fire. Okay, Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mitt now. Stone Skin 2 again, help out with the bleed. Just gonna pull this up a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't... Alright, get away from the boss. This is an untelegraphed circle. 8 yards away from the boss. Get out of this now. Alright. Coming up next is behind or in front. What's it gonna be? Get in front, stack with me. Get in front, stack with me. Okay, after this, she's gonna adjust to Charlie, get behind. Okay. All right, tank stack up front. Don't pop your mitigation just yet. We're going into the bow pattern. Everyone take a look at your quick march debuff. Think about which way that's going to take your character. Share this buster, please. Share this buster. Stack and share. All right. When we're doing quick march mechanics, don't use your skills until quick march resolves. Okay. We're pointing quick march away from the column of fire. We're going towards delta. Point your quick march. Don't do your skill. We're marching now. All right. Good job. We have a few firewalkers. That's okay. If they happen to bounce and you're a healer, please try to rescue them, but focus on surviving. All right, take note of your temperature overhead. You want to be at 0 temperature by the end of this mechanic. There's no extra gimmick, okay? Arrows are coming out. Identify your arrow, trace the line, figure out where it's going to land, and move yourself accordingly. Arrows are resolving in 3, 2, 1, shoot. And stack on boss. Stack on boss, stack on boss. Okay, Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mint now. Stone Skin 2 again, help out with the bleed. Okay. Ah, dang it. Alright, get away from the boss. This is an untelegraphed circle around the boss. We're going into boulder pattern. Okay, stack on 3, stack on 3. Stack on the 3 marker. Okay, take a look at your overhead temperature. Be at 0 by the end of this mechanic. Dead folks, just keep paying attention to what's going on, okay? Take a look at your quick march debuff. You're going to use that quick march starting from 3. You're going to point it towards the boulder that resolves your overhead temperature to neutral. Healers, please heal us up before or after this lands. Okay, point your quick march towards the thing that won't kill you. We're marching right now. We're marching right now. Okay. Stack on boss, stack on boss. Alright, Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mitt. Stone Skin 2 again, help out with the bleed, get in front of the boss. She's pointed towards 3, so 3 is safe enough. Okay. Doing good, doing good. Okay, after she moves, she's gonna disappear in a few moments. Oh, she's right here. Don't start any new bursts. Don't start any new bursts. Take a look at your overhead temperature. Be at 0 by the end of this mechanic. She's gonna slash twice. You have 2 chances to get this right. Your first safe spot will be 4. Your first safe spot is 4. Your answer is in the cardinal direction of 4. Diagonal to 4 is not correct. Okay. Your second safe spot is 2. If you still need to get hit, your answer is next to 2. Cardinal direction. Diagonal is not correct. Clear. Stack on boss. Stack on boss. Alright, good job. Aether Shield. Stone Skin 2. Heavy Mint now. Stone Skin 2 again. Help out with the bleed. We are going into elemental brand mechanics here. Get behind the boss. Get behind the boss. Alright. Unseen Eye is coming out from Charlie. Find the Charlie marker in the corner and observe where Unseen Eye is shooting. You want to avoid these shots. Alright. Sides are safe. Pop sprint. After the orange floor marker shows up, we're going to be sprinting Delta. Go to Delta now. Delta now. Delta now. Okay. Calmly take a look at your overhead temperature. That's part 1. Take a look at your elemental brand debuff. Think about what you need to be hit by. You might already be even. Okay, take a look at your quick march. Arrows are coming out. Put it all together. Find your arrow, trace it out, get 2 squares away, and let quick march take you to victory. Arrows are resolving in 3, 2, 1. Stack on boss, stack on boss. Tanks against the wall. Tanks against the wall. Stack on boss. Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mitt now. Stone Skin 2 again, help out with the bleed. Tank stack against the wall. We're going to stack and share this Buster. Alright, going to the middle. Prepping for the next boulder mechanic. Alright, get away from this. This is an untelegraphed circle around the boss. 8 yards. Flash, get away. Alright, stack on 3, stack on 3. Alright, this time we're going to be running ourselves to the correct boulder while dodging Unseen Eye. Take a look at your overhead temperature. Take a look at your elemental brand. Think about what you need to be hit by to be opposite your elemental brand. Stack on 3, stack on 3. Once again, healers, please heal us up after this lands. Walk yourself to the thing that won't kill you. Unseen Eye. Fuck, where is it? I can't tell. Oh, outer corners, thank you. Alright. Get back to the middle. Or excuse me, stack on boss. Healer LB3 now, healer LB3 now. Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mitt. Stone Skin 2 again, help out with the bleed. Pulse Extra Cure 4s, get your people up. Get in front of the boss, get in front of the boss. It is pointed towards 3, get in front of the boss. Okay. She's gonna disappear in a few moments, but I don't think we're gonna see her. Alright, good job. Good job. Good job. Let's get our dead folks up. And do not advance past the alpha marker, please. I'm gonna replace this. Do not advance past the alpha marker. I don't care if you know what you're doing or not. Just stay here. Let's resolve our deaths. Make sure you loot your chest near alpha. Is that it? All right, nice. Our new folks and whoever else wants to participate, please return to the trap room. Oh, why are we taking position near the pink trap next to the exploding trap? All right. Come on, gather up. Don't actually jump on it, but gather up on this pink trap right here next to the door. Not the one next to the explosive trap back there. All right. On the count of... Well, actually, let me see. I think we have one more person coming. Yeah. Okay. On the count of 3, we're all going to jump on this at the same time. Then we're going to race to get behind the jump pad, behind the TA arena. And then the first person to squeeze through the gates on the far end will be the winner. All right. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. All right. Who's gonna be it? Who's gonna be it? No Lost Swift cheaters today. All right. Who's gonna be the winner? Who's gonna be the winner? Let's see. It looks like... Who's this? Squeeze through the middle. First person through the bars. Oh! Naru stole the win. Okay, there's traps downstairs. Okay, so do not get off the stairs when you go down there. Just wait on the stairwell. Wait on the stairs. Wait on the stairs. Okay. Sweep 3 is Evelyn Blackwing. So go ahead and slot in Perception. And slowly percept. All right, it takes a few seconds for the trap to actually show up, so yeah, be very careful. There's one on the bridge, 2 in this room, 1 on the bridge. So be slow. Yeah, all right. You've done your job. Sweep 3 is easy, right? Okay. Let's get our tanks. Just take position on any marker that I'm going to put out here. Let's try to spread out 2 to 3 tanks per marker. Let's try to have our experienced folks kind of teamed up with folks who have not done this before. But yeah, all tanks take a position. All tanks take a position. Let's get reflectors and dispellers called out. So I'm gonna ask for 4 people to call out reflect, and 4 different people to call out dispel. And for this fight, you cannot use light curtain. Okay, so if light curtain is part of your plan to reflect, you can't use that here. So 4 people call dispel, 4 people call reflect. I feel like I've seen you clear, Henley. You're cleared, right? Trying to find your name. Yeah, okay. I'm like, I recognize that name, I just don't remember from where. Okay, we'll have you at 1. Or wait, hold on. I want the other person to be marked. All right, 2. So what I'm doing here, I'm marking main ad tanks. So like between the 2, I'm just trying to mark the person who like I've not seen do this yet. All right, let's have Black Star and do this one. All right, so the way this is gonna work, this might be different from what you're used to. Okay, so pay attention here. All tanks from your marker are going to provoke. The numbered tank will provoke with stance on, and will keep spamming their threat tool on the ad when it shows up. All right, but all tanks are going to provoke. Numbered tank will follow up with threat tool, so that's shield lob, tomahawk, unmanned, or lightning shot, whatever you got. And then you're going to take your dog for a walk. We're going clockwise around the outer ring. Okay, clockwise around the outer ring. Okay, your ads are going to just show up like right in front of you there. So like when we start the fight, they're not going to be showing up right away. At 70%, Stigmalock Lord will jump to the middle and become untargetable. So when that happens, at near 70%, tanks just make your way to the marker that you're standing on right now. Okay, and then I'll explain the rest of it in a few moments. Reflectors and dispellers at 70%. You want to get to the inner ring. Okay, there's an inner light tile ring, if you can see that. It's not where the markers are. It's like just outside of that. Okay, so make sure you guys find your way there, and you guys are going to be doing reflect and dispel mechanics. Reflectors are going to be reflecting a single ball of fire. Dispellers are going to be dispelling a single ball of earth and giving it like a dot. Okay, it still needs to take damage. But there are 4 of you. There's only going to be 1. They're going to come out one at a time, but we just have like quadruple redundancy here. So this is a potentially high death encounter. Sometimes mechanics take people by surprise here. So that's why there's like for each of you. Okay, so we can try as much as we can to make sure the reflect and dispel are covered. Okay, for reflectors, if you haven't done this too much before, sometimes your orb will show up when the ring is like unsafe. You can still kind of do the reflect mechanic while you're tucked into a corner of your notch. Okay, that'll be apparent once you see it once. All right, for everyone else who is not specifically tasked with something, at 70%, you're just going to duck into a number. Doesn't matter which number, just get to a number and then stay there until the first push-pull mechanic. Okay? So let's talk about some ad stuff, some ad phase mechanics here. I'm going to take a picture, copy link, and paste it in raid text chat. That's a picture of the 2 debuffs of concern that you might get in this fight that I just put in raid text chat on Discord. So if you don't know what those are, just take a look. Those are for push-pull, okay? Lines is pull, pink cloud is push. You want to stay in your numbered notch until that first one happens. It's going to be like 30 seconds into ad phase. It's not going to happen right away, okay? So the way this is going to look for everyone is as follows. Stigmalock Lord, 70%, jumps to the middle, becomes untargetable. The ads show up, tanks, all right? Just as I mentioned earlier, you're going to provoke, all tanks provoke. Numbered tank will turn on stance and just spam threat tool, okay? Unmanned shield lob, lightning shot, tomahawk, whatever you got. Where all tanks are going to be doing the same movement off to the left along the outer ring. We're going clockwise around the outer ring. DPS folks, or actually folks who are not tasked with anything specific, just stay on the marker you're not following that first ad, okay? The floor will turn yellow. Tanks who are walking together, just get to whatever is safe, the next marker that's safe, okay? So for those of us on 1, we're gonna have Kokoro Yuki being marked. Hex 1 is gonna spam their threat tool, which is lightning shot. So with tank stance on, you're gonna spam your lightning shot on the ad on alpha, and then we're all 3 of us here. So myself, Kokoro, and Henley are making our way towards 2, since that's the next marker to the clockwise position. Yep. About halfway to 2/3 of the way there, the floor is going to turn yellow. We're just going to immediately get to the next numbered marker because that's going to be the only safe spot available. The yellow is going to get bright, and then the yellow is going to go away. Unmarked tanks. You're going to pop sprint, pop inbound, and run the next quarter lap. So for those of us on 1, we're going to make our way to 2. The floor is going to turn yellow. Yellow is going to go away. Myself and Henley being unmarked tanks. Just pop sprint, pop invuln, run the next quarter lap. Something's going to explode. It might be an explodey trap. It might be a poison trap. If it's a poison trap, get your, find your antidote and get ready. And then that's it. Get back to your tank partner, who hopefully is still alive, and work on staying top threat or near top threat. You can fight for threat if you want, even. Doesn't matter to me. All right, and then just stay at range and keep baiting your ad around the outer ring. After the first push pull happens, or excuse me, yeah. So when the tanks do their trap sweep, people who are not responsible for anything specific, you're still responsible for yourself, of course. But folks who are tasked with anything specific, just stay on your marker. You're going to get one of 2 debuffs of concern as the push pull. Position yourself accordingly in your notch. The line is a pull, so you want to be, the line is a pull, so you want to start in the back and get pulled up front. And the pink cloud is the push. You want to start in the front and get pushed to the back, okay? So that's it. And then once you resolve that, then you scatter from your ring, and then just scatter from your notch, and then just stay alive and follow mechanics, or do mechanics and play it by ear, okay? Speaking of push pull, for those of you here for the first time, I use a mnemonic to try to help you remember what to do here. All right. If you don't have to like it, but hopefully this helps you remember it. If you get the debuff with lines, Stigmalock Lord is eating spaghetti. You're getting sucked in. If you get the debuff with the pink cloud after dinner, Stigmalock Lord is blowing out cigar smoke. You're getting pushed out. Alright? So hopefully that helps you guys remember, especially if you're new. Like, it took me like 5 different wipes on this boss to for it to really click in my head, right? Because like I couldn't quickly tell what to do there. So hopefully that helps some folks. If not, then figure out your own way to remember it. All right, that's all I got. Team leads, go ahead and run ready checks. Please report when ready. Oh, I need to check if we have enough reflects and dispels. Reflect, dispel, dispel, dispel. Reflect, reflect. One more reflect. There you go. Okay, cool. All right, Bravo ready, Delta ready, Charlie ready, Echo ready, stand by for, okay, Foxtrot ready, stand by for Alpha. Oh, we have an emergency, we have a AFK in Alpha. Electric boogie. No, sir, it's called the electric slide, okay? Yeah, I forgot to do that during TS. It's okay. We didn't have too many deaths at TS because everyone knew how to do the awkward dance club 2-step or electric slide. The point being, like, you want to stay close during 4-folds so you don't get clapped by a sword. That's all it is. You don't need Shell here. Don't worry about Shell. There's no, like, big raid wide of concern here. Yeah, don't worry about it. Alright, we're waiting for an AFK and Alpha to come back. Oh, was that you? I thought it was Uome. Yeah. I do have a script, but it's just like bullet points. It's just bullet points. It's not. I guess it's not a script. It's more of an outline. It's in full host plan if you're curious. Yeah, Mahia doesn't host too often. Like he'll host on occasion. So that's probably why he needs a script, because it's like if you go like more than 2 weeks without doing something, like you just forget how to do it. So yeah, I gotta show up to one of his runs whenever he decides to host again. All right. Does he actually say that? All right, Alpha team. All team leads, go ahead and run ready checks again. Our AFK just came back. Delta ready. Echo ready. Alpha ready. Oh, re-razor check. Yes, if you are lacking a re-razor buff and you have one remaining in your holster, go ahead and pop it. If you ran out, okay, yeah. Yeah, if you ran out, just let your team know so they're not like constantly telling you to get it back on. Yeah, two is the required, so if you ran out, it's completely feasible to have run out already. Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Charlie, Bravo. Alpha's ready. Okay, that's fine. All right. Tank stance check. All tanks, make sure your tank stance is off. Numbered tanks will turn it on when the ad phase starts at 70%. Okay. I'm going to maintain my tank stance because I'll tank this boss. Stand by for countdown. 30 on the board. Oh, go ahead and pop food, by the way. Not so much for this boss, but for the ads. You want to get the ads down quickly. Okay. Gotta try to keep this in place. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay. Buster on me, get away. Arms length sure cast now. Arms length sure cast now. Sorry, I was like trying to remember what was happening next. Okay, dodge a triple whack. Whack, whack, whack. Oh man, we blew it up. All right, get to your numbers. Get to your numbers. Get to your numbers. All right. Drain my tanks. Numbered tanks turn on tank stance. All tanks provoke the ad in front of you. Numbered tank follow up with your unmanned shield lob, lightning shot, tomahawk, and stay at range. Okay. Take your dog for a walk. Don't get hit. Don't get hit. All right. Get to the next safe spot, tanks. Get to the next safe spot. Unmarked tanks, pop sprint, pop invuln, run the quarter. Oh, you already got it? Okay. All right. Debuffs of concern are out. Lines is a pull in. Pink cloud is pushed out. All right. Scatter, scatter, scatter. Get back into a ring. Doesn't matter which side. All right. Looking good enough. Yeah, try to scatter so you're not like baiting all these puddles to cover an entire walkway. Okay. Debuffs of concern are coming out. They're not going to resolve right away. Just take a look at what you have. Get into any side of a notch now. Just stand clear of this lightning ring. All right, pop back out. Doing good. debuffs will be resolving after a set of puddles here. All right, get into a notch. Lines is pull in, pink cloud push out. All right, respect the balls. Respect the balls. They are still up. All tanks turn off your tank stance. Okay, raid wide's going out. Please mitigate. Okay, I'm just gonna try to center this as best as I can. Is it? I don't know. Okay, take all those lightning bolts out and keep moving when you drop them because it's gonna drop a puddle. All right, get away from the boss now. This is a 20-yard untelegraphed swing. If your 20-yard skill is in range, you are too close. Okay, get back in there. Okay, take all that out. There's going to be one more set. Take the second set out. Everyone else stack up in the middle. All right. Oh, I got mechanics. Okay, get away from that mark. You know what that means. Get away from that mark. Okay, get back in there. Whack, whack, whack. Dodge a triple whack. All right, stand clear of Charlie. I'm gonna aim a cleave up here. Stand clear from Charlie. Okay, find your arm's length sure cast. Don't pop it yet. Okay, good job. Let's get our dead folks up. Let's get our dead folks up. Do not leave this area. Do not leave this area. Let's get our dead folks up. What? I don't know what an Elezen act of buffoonery is. Oh, you did? Yeah. Oh, how did that happen? How did that happen? Were you not on the number? Did you not stay on the number until your first push pull? That's what I'm talking about. That's why you gotta stay on your number. Alright, you gotta just take that as a lesson learned then. No big deal. Yeah, stand clear of the body if you're not actually rising, because it's hard to tell. Alright. Is that everyone? I think that's everyone. Please speak up if you have a dead person in your party, because I'm not tracking it. Okay, make sure you loot your final chest in this final prog-related chest. Make sure you loot that, and then let's go on to the final fight in this dungeon.
I just have a quick question about callouts for the next fight, if that's all right.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I've only cleared once, and it was with Aoi, and he called out for super chests like exactly where each number stands. Do you do a different style of callout?
Nope, I do the same
Okay.
thing.
All right, cool. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure I did if I needed to learn something different.
No. Yeah, with any prog, assume that if there's something that you need to know, that the host will tell you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, unless a host says like watch a video or something like that, then yeah, definitely watch a video. But like to my knowledge, none of the hosts do that. Not to say that there aren't good videos out there that give good like guidance to how DRS runs, but like we don't require that. All right. Any more cutscene enjoyers? I think they're still wrapping up with the cutscene. See, we're here with plenty of time to spare, even with like as long as we took like getting ready. I think the thing that takes time is rezzing. Like when we have like a mass death after a clear on the TA and like we have to res a whole bunch of folks, that's when we start running into time issues. But we're here with plenty of time to spare. Okay, welcome to the final fight in this dungeon. Reflectors and dispellers, let's get 4 of each called out. It could be the same folks from Minotaur, or it could be different, doesn't matter to me. Just call it out. Let's get tanks. Yeah, let's get tanks up here. Or actually, let's give you the super important number 2. We'll give 1, and then let's give you 3. All right, all tanks, just pick a tank to shadow, and get ready to kind of step in if the person you're shadowing is down. Actually, I'll pick a different person because I'm super confident that small Izumi will never die. Okay, we are content respecting the Buster. All right, what that is a triple tank swap with each cleansing slash. The way this is gonna happen is our number 1 tank Momofu, excuse me. When we pull after the countdown, you're gonna start with tank stance on. You're gonna tank the boss. We're gonna do a single murder chest mechanic, and then we're gonna do a cleansing slash. We're gonna see our first cleansing slash. So when the cleansing slash first comes out, whoever has aggro, just pop all your mitts. Okay, so like Rampart, your 30%, your 15-second refresh thing. Okay, pop that, and then take 1 hit. Number 2 tank will be provoking during the cast. You will also pop your mitts and absorb that second hit, and then after that second hit, number 3 tank will provoke with tank stance on, and then we'll start tanking, takeover tanking for the fight. Okay, we're gonna do more mechanics. Relentless 1. After Relentless 1, that's the gunner mechanic. Number 3 is going to get the cleansing slash first because you're already tanking. So pop your mitts, and then turn off your tank stance. When the cast starts going out, number 2 tank, small Izumi, will provoke again during the cast. Pop your mitts. You're going to take the second hit, and then number 1 tank, you're going to provoke after the second hit lands, and then you're going to continue tanking. Okay, so if you can think about it, it's like we're starting off with tank number 1. Tank number 2 will take the second hit. Tank number 3 will start tanking. Then we're going to go in reverse. Since number 3 is already tanking, you're going to take the first hit. Tank number 2 is going to take the second hit, and then tank number 1 is going to take over tanking after the second Buster. Okay, and then after Super Chest 2, we're going to see 1 more cleansing slash, and then you go in 1, 2, 3 order again. All right. If any tank, numbered or not, has any questions as to how that works, please ask. Okay. If any of these tanks just goes down, just call out who you're covering for. Just say like I've got 2 or something like that in yell chat. Okay. Reflectors, dispellers. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. That is correct. Dispel, reflect, reflect. No. It's okay. It's okay to switch from dispel to reflect. Like in your pack, you should be, if you're following minimum like supply requirements for the requirements to participate, you should have enough reflect for 2 different fights and then 1 dispel, right? Again, like I said earlier, we're not asking a single person to carry the brunt of like doing dispel the entire instance or anything like that. Okay, between yourself and your 11 other heal or pseudo healer teammates, like we've got enough supplies in pocket to cover all mechanics if everyone's following the plan. Yeah. So if you got rid of your dispel, that's fine. So that's dispel, reflect. That's 3 reflects, 2 dispels. Oh, 4 reflects. Excuse me. 4 dispels. Okay. We got enough dispels. We got enough reflects. Additionally, those of you who are not healers or not specifically healers, but if you got like at least 2 light curtains, you're now also an assistant reflector. Okay. At 2 points in this fight, regarding dispel and reflect, at 2 points in this fight, wiggle check, please. By the way, don't get AFK kicked now, of all places. At 2 points in this fight, the queen will will teleport to where she's at right now. She's going to gain 4 buffs. Dispellers, there are 4 of you. There are 4 buffs. That is just a coincidence, okay? Please keep casting Dispel until all buffs are gone. Don't assume that your co-dispellers are dispelling because they might like be dead, right? Either from a mistake of their own or like a bad call out on my part or whatever. Okay, just keep dispelling until all of her buffs are gone. There's 4 of them. At the same time, reflectors, you are going to all cast reflect on yourself. Once sovereignty, there's a sovereignty like duty gauge. Once that hits 100, just hit cast reflect on yourself, and then 5 orbs, 5 large lightning orbs are going to show up off the ground. The height of the orb itself is like as high as these markers, right? Like these letters and numbers on these markers. That's where the circle, the main like orb like graphics body is going to show up. That's why the Bravo, Alpha 1 and 2 markers are like not dead center, because the orb can actually appear dead center there. Okay, but the orbs will show up in like random locations. You want to pick the middlemost one, all right? Whatever is in melee range of the queen, please reflect the same orb. This is not the same like reflect mechanic that you see previously in this dungeon. It's a pretty beefy mob, right? So it takes multiple people, multiple pulses to actually kill it, right? So all of you just cast reflect on yourself, pick an orb. If you happen to be like by yourself reflecting the orb, just walk over to where the rest of the team is and reflect the same orb, okay? We don't have to reflect all the orbs. We need to reflect at least one, preferably the one that's closest to the middle, right? For those of you who are not capable of reflecting, just completely go away, all right? Go away. Don't get shot by any orb. Make sure you look above your head, okay? Don't run away from the main orb just to run into another orb and get shot. Okay, I've seen that happen many times. All right, so pay attention there. All right, and then that's going to happen 2 times. Sorry, let me pull up my outline here. Okay, super chest strat. Let's talk about so-called super chest. At 2 points in this fight, you're going to get a super chest, like so-called super chest mechanic. Or excuse me, you're going to see it. What that is you're going to get 2 movement edicts that tell you like you have to walk this many tiles, okay? You're going to get 2 of those debuffs. And then you have to finish in a safe spot, all right? It can be pretty confusing if you want to resolve it by yourself. So I just kind of call that one out. So the way this works is as follows. Super chest, when the mechanic starts, the queen is going to go untargetable. And then a safe spot, a single tile will be lit up as a safe spot. It's going to be either this tile dead south or the tile that's behind the queen where she's at right now, dead north, okay? One of those 2 tiles will be lit up. That's where we need to finish. So what we do here is wherever that tile is lit up, we start running the other way. All right, so if the dead north tile is lit up, everyone starts running towards the south wall. If the south tile is lit up, everyone starts running north, okay? While we're running, I'm going to look around and take a kind of assess the situation with the pawns on the sides. And then I'll make a determination and I'll call something like wall is safe, back is safe, or wall is not safe, back is not safe, okay? So for example, it could be like there's going to be a like maybe the safe tile shows up dead north, okay? If that happens, we're running south. I'll be looking around, and maybe the situation is wall is safe, back is safe. Then I'll say something like this: 6 is in the corner, 7's on Delta, 5's on 2, or Alpha, or Charlie, or something like that, okay? When I say 5s, 6s, and 7s, you're going to be looking at your debuffs. Don't actually look at it right there, but like as soon as the safe spot shows up, you can already look at your debuffs, okay? So look at your debuffs. Add the 2 numbers that you see on those debuffs. You're going to get 2 debuffs of different numbers. It's going to be 2, 3, or 4. So you can get like a 2 plus 3 or a 2 plus 4 or a 3 plus 4, okay? But you're not going to get 2 of the same number. So add those 2 numbers up. You're going to get a sum of 5, 6, or 7. Given whatever that sum is, I'll be directing where 5s, 6s, and 7s stand. So that's why I'm saying 5's on 2, 6's in the corner, 7's on Delta, okay? Something like that. Another situation can be if the safe spot is down south and we're running, then we start running north. Maybe this time it's wall is unsafe, back is unsafe. 5's on 2, 6 is to the left of 2, 7's to the left of 6's. When I say to the left, I mean to the left facing the safe spot. So to the left facing a safe spot, if we ran north, safe spot's down here to the left. is off this direction. All right. Okay, so we're gonna see that twice. That's a full downtime mechanic, so don't worry about like uptime or whatever. Okay, Relentless 2 curse patterns. So it is possible that we get a particularly difficult combination of the second relentless play attack. So the way that works is as follows: the queen will slash through the arena 2 times. She's going to do that half rune cleave that you might remember from normal mode. Wiggle check, by the way, don't get AFK kicked. So the first slash comes from a random diagonal direction. Okay, she's going to come from a diagonal, and she's going to cleave half the room. That slash is going to happen right after a knockback orb. We saw this earlier during Queen's Guard. We had to get knocked back into our bombs. This time we have to get knocked back away from where she's slashing. It is very possible that she will decide to slash through the majority of what would normally be the safe spot. If that happens, just find me. I'll safety Dorito. Just find me and stack on me, okay? And pray that I don't mess that up. But what you want to do is get knocked away to like a small kind of untelegraphed triangle of safe space, okay? Away from where the queen's going to slash and away from where the knockback orb is going to land. All right. So just if you don't know where that is, just find me and stack on me. Otherwise, just resolve it on your own. It's not a guarantee that will happen, but it might happen. Okay. There's going to be a second slash after that. That time she's going to come from a cardinal direction, north to south, east to west, whatever. That's going to happen in conjunction with lightning tethered like guard. They're not going to jump around like in the Queen's Guard fight, but they will tell you which are the candidates for possible safe spot. Untethered soldiers will be the safe spot. The queen will decide to slash. She might slash in such a way that it only gives us like a small triangle of safe spot. Okay, that one is kind of telegraphed, so that's a little bit easier to manage, right? First one is untelegraphed, second one is telegraphed. Safe spots. And that's Relentless too. Hopefully we don't get a bad pattern, but if we do, that's how you deal with it. All right, murder chess. The first chess mechanic that we see that could potentially kill a lot of folks is not super chess. It is the first normal chess. Okay, you see this in normal mode, but it happens like 30 seconds into the fight here. Okay, order of operations is as follows. The arena will convert from a circle to a square like it is now. And then there's going to be a chess piece on east and west walls, okay? Observe which rows they're pointed into. Those rows will not be safe. Then, a number of dots will appear over those chess pieces. That's how many steps into the board they're going to take. Those columns will not be safe, okay? If you see a 3, it's this middle column. If you see a 1, it's like the first column where they're at, and then a 2 is like the second column away from them, okay? Finally, North Swing Glow is going to show up. There's the 3 dots on the ground. They grow into lines wherever the lines meet. The 2 big like Minotaur swings are going to show up. So that's going to force us into a cardinal direction, all right? So for example, it might show up such that we have to run away from alpha into the 1 column, right? If that happens, the front half of the 1 column is not safe. The back half is safe, okay? The reason that's important is because if this west chess piece goes in 1 tile, then we only have 3 half squares of safe spot to write all that stuff out, okay? So be prepared for something like that to happen. All right, Aether Shielding tanks. You should have 9 out of 15 charges. I think we ended pretty early on TA, so I think you have 9 out of 15 charges. Correct me if I'm wrong. Whatever the case may be, do not slot in Lost Aether Shield right now. Just stick with your 9 out of 15 charges. You only need 8 charges. If we happen to see Soften Rage, you're going to use your final or second to final cast of Aether Shield before the first of the series of raid wides start going out. Once you do that, I'm going to direct you guys to reslot Aether Shield over your existing Aether Shield. That will reset the cooldown timer, and you're going to cast Aether Shield during the final Empyrean Iniquity. That's the big raid wide of concern, okay? Final Empyrean Iniquity, Aether Shield again, and that's what the second Aether Shield in your pocket is for. Speaking of raid wides of concern, raid wides of concern for this fight is Empyrean Iniquity and God Save the Queen. On every cast of Empyrean Iniquity and God Save the Queen, we are going to Aether Shield and Stone Skin 2. Multiple Stone Skin 2s again, just like in TA. Alright? And that's it. Let's get shells out. If you need shells, make sure you have it. If you don't need it, then don't worry about it. Let's get ready checks from all teams. All team leaders, go ahead and run ready checks for the final time in this dungeon. And while ready checks are going out, I want to shout out all the people who helped make this run happen today. So our sweeps 2 and 3, sweep 2, swept for traps between Phantom and TA. That was Cheryl Cetus. Sweep 3, swept for traps from TA to Minotaur. That was Evelyn Blackwing. So thank you for bringing perception and making sure we didn't blow ourselves up on an unseen trap. Implicit sweep 1 and attempted duelist was Show Segal. Good try on progging the duel, but thank you for sweeping for traps on the way to Dahu. And then hopefully we see Show on a future DRS run to eventually earn their clear. Okay. Bacon Mage, thank you for running Flare Star. Our 2 renders today was Arielis, Leah, and Dragonflight Drakthir. Okay. Thank you too for running Rends and giving the boss a 10% damage received debuff. Our Golem side lead today was Henley Yukina, so thank you, Henley. And then our team leads today, Foxtrot team lead Floor Tank, Echo team lead Saitsu Karasu, Delta team lead Joji, Charlie team lead Zephyr Tia and Molag Katayan, Bravo team lead Aurora Sarai, and Alpha team lead Kluya Harvey. So thank you all for leading your teams. And finally, thank you guys for showing up and being part of the raid. There's no DRS without you guys, so thank you for trusting me with your time, and hopefully I made excellent use of it, okay? And that's it. Charlie is ready, Bravo is ready, Alpha is ready, Delta, Foxtrot, Echo is ready. All teams are ready for the final time in this dungeon. Go ahead and pop food. Okay, use your lost actions. Stand by for countdown. Tank stance check. Our tank number 1 is Ifu Momofu. Go ahead and turn on your tank stance. All other tank stance is off. 30 on the board. You barely led. That's fine. There's nothing in the requirements that says you have to be perfect. All right, 20. 15, go ahead and pop sprint. We're just going to tank her. We're just going to try to tank her where she stands. All right, 10 seconds. Good luck. Use your potions, okay? Make this, make your initial burst count. Here we go. 2, 1. Let's get it. Tank her right here. Don't turn her around or anything. Just stack with your teammates. Okay. Aether Shield. Stone Skin 2. Heavy Mint now. Stone Skin 2 again, help out with the bleed. Okay, melee folks, she's going to teleport back just a little bit. Be prepared for the jump. Alright, murder chests. Take a look at the east and west chest pieces. Those rows they're pointed into are not safe. This middle row will not be safe. Numbers are up. They're taking 2 steps in on both sides. North Swaying Glow is going to force us into a cardinal direction. Where's it going to go? Up north. Okay, back half of this central column on 2 is safe. Don't go all the way back. That north row is not safe. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, stay on this tile. Stay on this tile. Stay on this tile in the middle. Alright, good job. Number 1 tank, get ready to pop your mitts. As soon as you see Cleansing Slash, just pop your mitts and turn off your tank stance. Number 2 tank, turn on your tank stance provoke, pop your mitts. Number 3 tank, turn on your tank stance. Pop, provoke now. Provoke now, provoke now. Okay, number 2 tank, turn off your tank stance. Good job. Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mint now. Stone Skin 2 again, help out with the bleed. Did I call that late? Oh, I just never noticed that we took that much damage. Okay, Cold Burst, she's gonna go untargetable here. This is Super Chest 1, right? Find the safe spot, go the other way. Alright, we're going north. Take a look at your debuffs to the north wall. 5's on 4. Wall is safe, back is safe. 5's on 4. 6 is in the corner. 7's on 3. 5's on 4. 6 is in the corner. 7's on 3. 5's on 4. 6 is in the corner. 7's on 3. 5's on 4. 6 is in the corner. 7's on 3. Stand by for your first movement edict. Stand by. Wait. Okay. Walk the dots over your head. Do not walk all 5, 6, or 7 steps. If you get the red line, you need to go back because you ran too far. You ran too far, go back. Okay. Alright, finish up in the safe spot, whatever your number is, finish in the safe spot. If you're going to die, die in the safe spot. What we do not want to happen is you die outside of the safe spot, get re-raised, and then die again to this raid wire that's about to happen. Alright, good job. Not a whole lot of dead. Nice. Get in front of the queen, stack up in front of the queen. Burst again. Okay. Stand by for big mitigation event. Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mint now. Stone Skin 2 again, help out with the bleed. Alright. Reflectors, Dispellers, activate Brain. You're about to do something very important. If you're not dispelling, get ready to just go away. Sovereignty at 99. Sovereignty 100. Go ahead and light curtain. Pick an orb, reflect it. If you're part of a small group, join the big group. Alright, get in that shell. Get in any shell, doesn't matter which. Alright, good job. Not a whole lot of casualties. Stand by for Relentless 1. Okay, observe the gunner between 3 and 4. That's where you're going to show your hole. Okay, if you are tethered, you are going to be going to Swirly Wind Puddle. Order of operations is North Swing Gloat, tethers to Swirly Wind. Gunner mechanic, obey the North Swing Gloat first. It's going south. Tethers to wind, non-tethers to gravity. Point your hole between 3 and 4 in the corner. Throw it on the side. Oh, what the hell? Oh, what? Did I miscall that? I probably did, okay. Oh, triple tank swap, yep, number 2 tank. And then number 1 tank, provoke now. If you died and came back to life, make sure you pop Re-Razor. Okay, Relentless 2, I think I called the North Swing Glow wrong or something, I don't know. Okay, this is the 2 slashes. The first one was diagonal with knockback orb. Second one is cardinal direction with untethered soldiers. Identify the knight. It is over there, left the corner. Easy pattern, we're going to the left. So stack on triangle, we're just going to the left. Don't get knocked out of the arena. Alright, untethered soldiers at Alpha and Bravo. What's it gonna be? Alright, easy pattern. Alpha and Bravo, we have plenty of room here. Just get out of the way of the queen. Alright. Stack on boss. Don't hold your burst, by the way. Hold burst. Aether Shield, Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mid. We're gonna burst all together after Super Chest 2. Stone Skin 2 again, help out with the bleed. Okay, Super Chest 2 coming up, just like Super Chest 1. Find the safe spot, go the other way. Okay, we're going south this time. Wall is safe, back is safe. 6 is in the corner. Oh, excuse me, wall is not safe. Back is safe. 5's on Delta, 6 is to the left of Delta, 7's to the left of 6's, 5's on Delta. 6 is to the left of Delta, 7's to the left of 6's, 5's on Delta. 6 is to the left of Delta, 7's to the left of 6's. Stand by for first movement edict. We are going down the Alpha column, not the Charlie column, the Alpha column. Again, do not run too far. If you get the red line, you need to go back. You went too far. Alright. Finish it up in the safe spot. If you're going to take the L in the safe spot. Pop Sprint, by the way, just to generate a little bit of LB3. Healers, take note of your LB gauge. When that hits 3, just blow it. Okay, don't wait for me to call it. Make sure you look at your LB gauge first. Okay, wait until it's all yellow and then blow it. Okay, triple tank swap here. Number 2. Number 3. Revoke now. Good job. Stack up tight on 2. 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 Hopefully we don't get any dead body mechanics. But be prepared to hustle over to a dead body because they're part of a short stack. Okay, Shield Omen is going to be stay close. Knight's going to teleport on top of us. Stay in a tight stack. Okay, good. Thank goodness. A little bit to the left. One step to the left. One step to the left. Don't go too far. Okay, get away. Go away from all these turrets. Don't get shot by anything here. Reflectors, dispellers, activate brain. Light curtain now. Find orb. If you're not reflecting, go away. Dispel, 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 dispel. One more dispel, one more dispel, one more dispel. One more dispel. Thank you. Get in the shell. Alright, good job. Stack up tight on the main host. Stack up tight on where everyone is. Okay, Aether Shield. Stone Skin 2, Heavy Mitt. Stone Skin 2 again. Stack up tight. We're kind of scattered around. Yeah. Okay. If we see this, Relentless Force, stack up on the middle tile first. We're going to ignore the knockback. You can't ignore the knockback in normal mode, but you can ignore it here. So order of operations, we're going to ignore the knockback. There's going to be hot or cold, and then bomb mechanic. Bombs are not tethered. Tethers will be going to small. Don't go there yet. Okay, our arms length sure cast. Well, never mind, because we're done. Good job. Yet another clear in the books. Let's get our dead folks up after they're done watching the cutscene. Did someone dice, by the way? I think I saw a dice. Either a dice or just a delayed LB3.
I think it was mine.
Was that your dice? Yeah, I think I saw some dice resers. So, thank you for doing that. 13, nice. Alright, I'm just gonna sack someone just to save someone a Lost Arise. Stand clear, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna get this person up. Yeah, feel free to sack, cause Lost Sacrifice is way cheaper than Lost Arise. Alright. No, I'm gonna... Yep. Give me that Doom. 3, 2, 1. Alright. What we're gonna do... Yeah. What we're gonna do is take some pictures. We're gonna take a G-pose at the tree back here, and then we're gonna do our dog walk after this. After everyone's res. Is everyone up?
That's my favorite mechanic.
Yeah. The mechanic of rezzing everyone, or the dog walk. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of folks like it. I was surprised, but people like it, so we do it. All right, get on the steps back here, and we're gonna do our G poses. I'm gonna take a picture of the achievements. I'm gonna put it in victory lap. Alt print screen. All right. So if anyone needs like a picture to prove that you've cleared, and if you're trying to join a reclear, then there it is in victory lap on Discord. Or they can just look at your achievements too. All right. We'll give a few minutes. We'll give you a few moments for people to do their G poses, whatever you want to do. Get it done. Okay. The next thing that happens is after this, we're gonna depart instance, and we're all going to meet up at a Sargatanas server, Doman Enclave. So those of you who are not on Sarg are just gonna go to like Ulda or something and server transfer over to Sarg. It shouldn't take too long. There might be a little bit of queue, but you know, it happens. And then just meet up in Doman Enclave, and we're gonna do a dog walk. All right, go ahead and finish it up. Go ahead and finish it up, and let's depart instance. And this is all optional, by the way, so, you know, if you got other places you want to be, then that's fine. Thank you for coming. But if you can spare a few more moments, feel free to join us. And folks out on Twitch, feel free to feel free to join us as well. Can help bulk up the receiving line. See, I'm not concerned about numbers like on FF log, but the numbers for this is what I care about. Not to say there's anything wrong with flogs chasing. If if that's your thing, then more power to you. But this is the thing that I care about right here. Not that I actually track the number or anything. All right. For those of you who are on the way, for those of you who are departing, thank you for showing up. For those of you who are on the way, we'll give it a few moments, and then I'll check if anyone who is making their way here is still on their way. We don't want to start without you. So we'll get it a few moments. But for those of you who are brand spanking new, go ahead and meet up on the main Aetheryte Dome and Enclave. Whoops. So first timers, go ahead and meet there. If this is a re-clear for you, go to the place and do the thing. And let me expand names here. Can't see Enclave map from chat. Really? Oh. Well, you'll see it once you come over here. All right. Is anyone still on the way? Perhaps you're on like a PS4, or you've got like a physical cylindrical hard disk just spinning furiously trying to load Dome and Enclave, or even like Limsa, if that's where you went to the server transfer. So let us know if you're on your way. Otherwise, I'm just going to assume everyone is here. Again, if this is your first time clearing, go to the main Aetheryte. If this is a re-clear, go to the place and do the thing. Oh, this is a lot of folks. I thought some of these folks are, well, I guess that's my fault for not checking prefixes closely. All right, is anyone else on the way? It takes 10 minutes to load Limsa, but this toast is... What toast? Oh, are you eating toast? I don't know. Alright, I'm assuming everyone who is showing up is already here, okay? Alright, those of you at the main Aetheryte, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna turn on your RP walk. So if you're a keyboard mouse player, find the division symbol on your numpad, or whatever it is. If you're like a laptop player, I don't know what it is, but go ahead and activate your RP walk. For those of you on controller, just slow press on your controller stick, or hold down whatever button. I think it's like Bravo or B or like X. I don't actually know. And then make your way to this position on the map. And we're going to celebrate you the way we normally do for all of our first time clearers. Yeah. You can spread out a little bit. I'm gonna congratulate you guys individually as best as I can. I'll try not to butcher your names. But I guess some folks do get a kick out of it. Oh, are you Wait for me. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you're a first time clear. All right. Thank you, Laurent, for leading everyone. Congratulations to our first time clears, Aurora Sorai, Luz Luce Rexus, Moss Cobble, Sanagi. You don't have to just stop. I'll try to read your names. Joe G, Logan Makaraka, Corvin Karasu.
Bye.